let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes. That's right. When we last left our heroes, it was chaos. Pure and utter chaos. For you see, our heroes had gathered outside the Korak Mining Company's headquarters and sought to gain an audience with Buntar Strigamol for reasons that they changed often and with great aplomb. Clay and Faunalyn posed as representatives of the King of Erdenine, seeking to invest in the mine or possibly purchase materials. It was never really explained quite clearly, and as such they were brought upstairs to meet one of the many vice presidents of the company. Glimki, meanwhile, came running up like a lunatic, claiming that somebody had mugged him and had snuck into Korak HQ with his credentials. He was brought in and soon found out as one of the dwarves there attempted to administer first aid, only to rip off the prosthetic nose that he was wearing. Glimki used this to his advantage, however, and pulled off a brilliant ruse, claiming to be an individual named Geronimo T. Gates, a security inspector who had discovered many flaws in their security systems. Back upstairs, Faunalyn killed a man by talking about her period and then made themselves disappear using a bag of dust of disappearance. They snuck upstairs and split up temporarily, Faunalyn attempting to enter Buntar Strigamol's office, while Clay entered his personal chambers and attempted to burn the entire building down using a combination of Molotov cocktails and pneumatic tubes. It was this exact plan that disrupted Glimki's interrogation and gave him an opening to escape. As Buntar was escorted out of the burning building, Glimki tagged along and introduced himself once again as Geronimo, securing himself the position of head of security in the process. Meanwhile, Faunalyn discovered that the hidden safe in Buntar's office required 3 rings to open it, 3 rings worn on Buntar's person. She relayed this message to Glimki, who was able to encourage Buntar to part with one of them to give to the governor, Phaedra Famata, and another one to Geronimo T. Gates, his new head of security. Glimki took one of these rings to Clay, who made a mold with the plan that they would attempt to make forgeries the next day. In the spirit of using long-held magic items, Clay drank a potion that a goblin witch once told her would make her big and strong. However, goblin witches are often unreliable, and in fact the potion made Clay small and weak, and their plan to rip the safe out of the wall was cut short.
You already said all that.
Ah, but some stories are meant to be told twice, Club. Wouldn't you agree? Now, on with the story.
Come gather round, travelers, and sit on the stoop. We'll tell you a story about Bard Soup. 3 lovable scamps in our traveling troupe. We'll tell you a story about bath soap.
It's super time. G'day, mates. It's me, Zach, the DM for Bard Soup. We've got a very exciting episode for you, and I want you to know that I've had a very exciting week. I think I almost got final destinationed because a tree tried to fall on me. This is not a joke. I was standing next to a tree. I walked away. Less than 2 minutes later, it had fallen to the ground. Big ass tree. Could have crushed me if I'd been standing there still. But I didn't get crushed. But since then, things have been a little screwy in my life. My filling cracked. And I can't help but think that I'm in some sort of final destination type scenario, where maybe the tooth is going to crumble and I'm going to choke on it because fate always finds a way to kill you. Also not a joke, my filling did break while chewing gum. Had a bit of a bad week down here in Australia. Well, time to play some D&D with my mates. I'm joined by Prima. How do you think I'm going to die this week?
Hi, I'm Prima. I play Clay Campbell, and I think that you'll die peacefully in your sleep.
Sleep apnea.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Or maybe a tree through my window.
Silent killer.
Yeah.
Could be.
Goodbye.
Or your molar. Your molar kills you.
Yeah. Mulla, mulla, mulla. That's a
Oof.
callback to last week. Number 2, mate, not in my heart, but in my order, is Jordan. How do you think I'm going to die, Final Destination style?
I'm Jordan Johnsen, and I don't remember. I've been so deep undercover for so long, and I'm starting to forget what's real anymore.
Oh, wow.
Am I Glimki Treefellow? Or am I Geronimo T. Gates? Who's wearing the mask? I fear if I don't get out of this soon, I may never know. And you might get hit by a bus or something.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. These buses down here in Melbourne, they ain't nothing to joke around with. Sorry about your existential dread that you're facing. I'm sure it'll all work out by the end of this episode, or maybe it won't. And lastly, I'm joined by my sister mate, Shannon.
I know exactly how you're going to die.
Oh,
You're
no!
going to fall up the stairs like you did 10 minutes ago.
Holy shit, I fell off the stairs today as well. I'm having a bad week.
He comes over for the Bard Soup recording. I'm in the bathroom, about to get in the shower. I hear this clattering on the stairs. You know, I throw some stuff on. I run out, and Zach's like cascaded his stuff all down the stairs, and he's walking like kind of funny. And I'm like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm totally fine. Everything's fine." And I'm like, "That sounded like somebody just cartwheeled down the stairs and died." And he's like, "No, I'm fine." He goes back down the stairs, gathers a bunch of things, and then calmly ascends again. I'm like, what happened? I still don't know.
You actually might die.
Yeah.
I was mostly worried
You
about my
actually might die.
microphone, to be honest.
You should write a will or something.
Well, I think cancer will probably get me.
In a week?
Jesus. In a week,
You know, that turbo prostate? What is this?
Welcome back to Bard Soup. Let's have some fun.
No, hey, wait. I'm Shannon and I play Faunalyn Vaydark.
It's right, you do. Thank you. Pharaoh's the Sun Phoenix bursts into view as Glimki Treefellow stands on the balcony of the penthouse suite at the Green Sapphire. In the distance, the smokestacks from the various refining facilities, smelting plants, and other industrial buildings begin to once again belch smoke and ash into the air, quickly making this pleasant early morning oppressive with pollution. You hear the sound of a door sliding open behind you as Buntar Strigamol, clad in a bathrobe revealing a extremely hairy chest, steps out onto the balcony next to you. Good morning, Geronimo. Any news?
Well, I spent the night interviewing some of the select guards you had. Seems like everyone's above board so far, but I wouldn't stop there. I have a feeling that there's someone else involved, a mole somewhere within.
Most troubling. Keep an eye on this. Keep digging. Find this mole if it exists. But I have several other tasks for you to do today. I need these performed before Sunsplosion.
Oh, of course.
He leans on the railing, looks out at the skyline. Beautiful, isn't it?
The sun?
No, not the sun. Industry.
Oh, and I think Glimki looks out. What does he see?
Graystone buildings, smokestacks belching smoke and pollution into the air. A thick layer of smog filling the sky.
There's nothing quite like it. That's for sure.
Indeed. All right, first off, the bridge is leading over the river. They must be heavily fortified. We need to make sure no one gets in without a proper, thorough screening.
Sure.
If there's troublemakers, if they don't come from within, they surely come from that side of the river, and we need to make sure that they're not getting in with anything they shouldn't. I want us to triple the guard at every bridge and make sure nobody gets in without proper verification. It's not a lockdown situation. We're not afraid of them, but we need to be certain.
Of course.
Same thing with the gates. No one comes or goes without subjecting to a proper search, potential seizure, and, well, that's about that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be back in the HQ by tomorrow morning, which means in the meantime, I need a proper search of the premises in case anything was left behind by the culprits behind the fire. I also want to increase security presence there, in and around the building. If they come back, they should be stopped at the first moment they look at the gates. By tomorrow morning, I want the place locked down.
Of course, especially given this eco-terror attack on the HQ. I think you've also missed just one thing.
Oh?
This whole loose end with the black powder that you mentioned.
Geronimo, you're new here. That was number 4 on my list. As you heard, the former head of security, Waskar Ruggin, carried out a dangerous plot to catch some of these would-be eco-terrorists, as you say. This plan was foolish, foolhardy, and these terrorists got away. However, we did manage to capture Edind Stick, former blaster for the mining company. He was the one who arranged the sale, and he is currently being held in one of our security buildings.
I would like to speak to him if I can.
I fully expect you to. He is awaiting your interrogation, and he stops looking at the skyline and turns to look at you. It is very important that the individuals he was working with are found and brought to justice. It's important to me, and it is important to your prospects here at the Korak Mining Company.
Understood.
Very good. What are you dallying for? I believe you have work to do, Geronimo.
Yes, of course. And Glimki stomps a foot and salutes, and then hurries out the door.
Excellent. You set off with these 4 assignments given to you. Which one do you start with?
I guess there's so much of this that Glimki has no idea about. So fortifying the bridges, it seems easy enough to get more guards, but where does he go to get more guards? Would that be, should he go to the HQ? Is there like a barracks?
And I'm going to say we cut away from Glimki as he sets out to do that. Searching for a guy who's been put into a leadership position with no training, doesn't even know the organizational structure. And we're going to cut away across the river to Speakeasy Artworks. Sunlight, the bit that manages to penetrate through the clouds and the smoke and the fog and the smog, trickles through the windows of this building, dancing on the walls. Clay, after finishing your work with the attempt at making the ring, I will say you did try and melt down 10 gold coins.
I put 10 melted gold pieces in my
Perfect,
inventory.
yeah. They are not suitable for commerce, but they have not been damaged or ruined in the sense that you could use them to try this again. Faunalyn is meditating nearby, as elves do, and Clay will say you awake on one of the couches in the communal bar area.
Has Baynard come back since last night?
No, it's first thing in the morning.
Okay, I guess I'll go wake up Faunalyn or see if she's done her trance. Morning!
As you approach, Faunalyn cracks an eye before you even reach her.
Oh,
Morning. How are you feeling? Yesterday was a big day.
yeah, kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you?
All right. All the talk of political assassination had me thinking up some old sad memories, so it wasn't my most peaceful of trances.
Oh,
I do hope Glimki's all right.
I know he didn't come back. I mean, I guess he has to stay undercover now to not get caught.
Right. Well, I didn't know about you, but I'm also going to be going undercover. And while they're like chatting over, I don't know, making tea and having kind of early morning discussions, Faunalyn starts de-Faunalining herself. She just like rifles through this lady's wardrobe and her boxes until she finds like a suitably drab outfit, and she's gonna take off her wig, and she even swaps out her purple spectacles for like a plain pair. She's wearing sunglasses all the time, but she swaps them out for just a colorless pair of lenses. Okay, I feel, what's the word for like unremarkable and boring and like devoid of any personality? Oh, I actually think Glimki has the same pair of trousers.
With the lace trim?
Oh, I should add some trim. Nope, nope. I meant to be unrecognizable. What do you think? Do I look like the woman who threw herself off the roof?
You don't look anything like your usual self. It's kind of strange.
Yes, I do. Unadorned. You know what they call unadorned things? Pedestrian. And I never walk anywhere. Now, and one of the steps up on a stool so that she can easily throw herself onto Clay's back. Because that's good comedic timing. He goes, now what shall we do today? Glimki's going to be very busy, but I don't think we can afford to wait. I have 2 ideas, but I'm curious what you think.
Mm-hmm. What's your plan?
Well, I don't have one yet, but I was thinking either firstly, we sneak into the mines while Glimki's busy and we try to scout ahead for him. And secondly, we could go back and check on the other conspirators. My only fear is that if there's some kind of increased guard presence, which I fully expect there would be, that we might be seen and followed to the heart of the rebellion. So that does entail some risk.
Mm-hmm.
Also, time is ticking down. We've got what? Like, there's 8 days in a week. We've got, what, 13 days until my deal is up?
Yeah. I think it might be too early to head back to Manus, because it's like a day's trip from here. And I don't want to leave Glimki behind, like, in the middle of all the Korak company.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking we could maybe find a smithy or somewhere where we can continue to work on the keys to the safe and, I don't know, maybe get as much information as we can out of there before they increase security.
Oh, clever. Yes, now do you want to be in a disguise?
Yeah. Well, when I escaped out of the headquarters yesterday, I had taken Tildy's potion and it made me small. So if anything, they saw a really small person running around or escaping from the building. So maybe I should still wear something as a disguise, right? But I don't know what.
Yes, okay. Faunalyn dismounts and like kind of like as she's dismounting, she like steps on the back of your knee on purpose to like do that thing siblings do where they like kick you in the back of the legs so you like fall onto your knees. Good, let's get started. And I think all Faunalyn's gonna do, assuming Clay trusts her with this, is Faunalyn's just gonna brush like a light layer of the white makeup that Faunalyn wears onto like the visible parts of Clay's face and like maybe Clay's hands. So Clay looks kind of pink.
You're whitewashing me. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
You're the color of so many pretty flowers. Look, you're pink. Everybody likes pink.
Okay.
It's just okay. All right. Okay. You want to be blue? I could blue wash you.
Oh, that might look good. I would turn purple. But how do I hide my horns is my question. Can I wear one of your wigs?
Always. And Faunalyn gets out one of her more fun wigs, one of her party wigs, and affixes it on so that Clay just has like a beehive. Like, you know the witch from Hocus Pocus?
Of course.
It's like just a big like beehive of hair. that's like
Okay.
shaped like a Dorito, basically. She slaps it on.
Do I look so discreet? So discreet and undercover.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's subtle, yes.
As you say that, the door, you hear the lock click open, and the door opens, and Baina Tarosi stands in the door frame, and she says, "Oh, good heavens! Who are you? Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, welcome back.
You look different."
My work here is done.
It's like you couldn't recognize us, right? Isn't this
I
great?
I thought some home invaders had come to steal my silverware.
No. We did borrow some of your clothing because we need to lay low a little bit.
Oh, sure. Yeah, city's all a buzz. Don't suppose that was your doing.
What have you
Oh,
heard?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody tried to burn the Korak HQ building to the ground, and then tried to throw themselves off the roof, and then that's about it, really. That's enough headlines for one day, I suppose. There's also a bunch of wanted posters out for this halfling fellow and a half orc and a human girl and, well, you. And she gestures at you, Faunalyn.
Oh,
I think you mean there's a poster wanting a wanted poster for Lady Faunalyn Vaydark.
Well, there was no names involved, but sure.
I do look like her, right? And I do a little twirl. I look nothing like her. No one would think that I'm her.
I mean, it's like one of those things where maybe like, no, you don't look like her, but like also, I don't know. You're an elf.
All right, okay, all right. And Faunalyn's gonna pull out her disguise kit and like start doing proper disguise work on herself, like a fake nose and fake eyebrows and
Well, much better.
I don't know.
but what was the name on the wanted posters? Was it Eugene Fitzclay or was it Faunalyn Vaydark?
I believe it was Eugene Fitzclay Fitzclay or something to that effect.
That's the fake name. Don't fake wear it out.
And what did they put for the other people that they're after?
No names, just drawings, descriptions.
Okay.
Hmm.
For a half orc and a halfling.
Well, that would be the rebels, won't they?
Oh yeah, one of them was definitely Callum.
So they know Callum.
Dear.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any spells?
Me.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. I know you've said your name like 10 times. It's just whoosh. It's just gone. I'm so sorry.
Baina Tarosi.
Baina Tarosi. Tarosi. Yes.
And no, I don't.
Okay, I just wish somebody could warn Callum. He's not exactly subtle. I have absolutely no way to warn him, though, myself.
Well, I suppose you could always go to Manus and give him a heads up.
No. No, I think we're going to go to a smithy. Do you know where we could find one of those?
Smithy.
Yeah, I tried to melt some gold in your fireplace last night and it wasn't hot enough for what I needed it for.
Well, that makes sense, yeah. Gold typically has a much higher melting point than what you'd get in a common soup pot.
Mm.
There's not much in the way of smithies these days. There wasn't ever really that many. I mean, there's plenty on the other side of the river if you want to get the dwarves involved, but I can't imagine that you're looking to do business with them. She kind of wrinkles her brow for a second. There is the Glass Dragon. It's not a smithy, but it's a glass art studio. They do blown glass, hammer and tong. They could probably fire up something just as hot as any common smithy for you.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, it's down Artis Alley. I don't know if you've been, how familiar you are with this side of the river, but it's a big thoroughfare a little bit south of here. It's where all the big studios were. It leads to the Galleria Fantasia. So it's not quite what it used to be, but if you see nice blue tiles, then you'll know you're in the right spot.
Okay, yeah.
Excellent.
Who works at the Glass Dragon? Is there anyone we can ask for?
Yeah, best I know, it's just Havakemmer and Torquil. Everyone else has left by now. It's just the two of them trying to keep the place open.
Okay. Torquil and what was the other name?
Havakemmer.
Havakemmer. Okay, yeah, they must be really passionate about their work to have stuck through all this awful mining stuff.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, maybe they'd be interested in joining our rebellion too.
Maybe. It's possible.
Sweet. We need as many people on board as we can get, I think.
I agree.
Shall we head there, Claire?
Sounds good. Maybe if we can make all these keys for the safe, we can like pass them to Glimki and then send warning to Mana somehow.
Yes. Yes, I am worried about that. Although, surely they're in hiding. They were just caught out from an ambush. Surely they have the sense to be in hiding.
Yeah, I think so. When were we supposed to meet with them?
I don't think so, were we?
Not like a scheduled rendezvous, but when you wish to proceed with them to check in, see how their procurement went, and discuss how you wish to use the blast powder, you were supposed to go for go to the Pike and Pint in the evening.
Okay. Yeah, I think if they were just caught out on this big operation, they probably know to lay low, especially if they see the wanted posters going around.
Yes, that's sensible. Okay, let's go to this glass dragon. Thank you so much, Boner. Shall we?
I'm sorry, did you just call me Boner?
Said not.
Not even close, really. That's crazy.
Boner Tifosi.
No, Baina Tarosi. There's no R in the first name.
Baina. Okay, Baina. Like, well, you see, I've been hanging out with Australians recently, and that's how they would say it. So forgive me.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I actually think that's true. Baina.
Yeah. So you're saying two different things.
Crikey, I've got a boner.
Okay. Well, I've been letting you stay at my house for free, and I'm letting you plot a rebellion here. So I think the least you could do is learn my name.
So true. Thank you, Maina. Tirosi.
This is crazy.
It's okay. I think it's best that people associated with the rebellion, that their real names aren't floating around. So we don't want you to get you in trouble for helping us this much.
Well, I can't argue with that, I suppose. If they hear that Maina Taroser is helping out the rebellion, they'll never trace it back to me.
They won't find you.
Nope, not at all. All right, well, I guess I'm going to make myself busy. Perhaps I'll see you later.
Okay, we'll catch up later.
Thank you for the clothes. Bye-bye.
And you set off where?
Towards the glass dragon.
Yeah, and if Clay walks too upright, I kick Clay in the shin and say, limp like you're old or something. Can't walk upright like a tall, beefy tiefling. Look different.
Okay, I walk with a limp.
Yeah, Faunalyn's got like a slouch going on. Like she normally walks very upright, like someone who went to posture school because she did, but now she's like slumping.
Faunalyn's walking.
Like leaning on stuff. Yeah,
That's
she
the most
hates
surprising part about this.
So pedestrian. She complains quietly to Clay the entire time.
Clay's really acting out the part of like limping, and she's like, "Oh, Faunalyn, carry me."
Clay, I know you're just kidding, but you should know that will never ever happen, not even as a joke. Like, I can barely carry myself.
Oh, but good thing you aren't Faunalyn right now. You're a pedestrian.
It's not funny! Oh, you think it's funny, but it's not funny!
And we are going to cut away to Glimki on the other side of the river. We'll say you track down some guards, just like, standing on street corners, basic patrolmen, and you're able to give them instructions to spread the word. That
Actually, I had another idea.
Oh no! Okay, of course you do.
Oh.
If it's okay, I think Glimki would wander his way back to the HQ. I don't know what the scene would be like. Are they cleaning up, or are they trying to like do repairs of the lobby?
Yeah, both of that. There's quite a bit of like burned up, damaged furniture that's been piled in the courtyard outside. You see cleaning crews or wiping the ash and the soot from the floors. We'll say from like the entrance, you can see into the lobby and see, there's just like blood and other undesirable substances on the floor. So there's people mopping that up and cleaning up the space. You see some new furniture being brought in, and you see numerous guards just standing at the entrance, walking around the walls. You see it's an increased security presence from yesterday, but probably not as much as you have been instructed.
Yeah, I think Glimki kind of taking a breath from afar. Kind of is like, can I see if there's like someone there that's kind of like in charge-ish? Or like, can I see the hierarchy? Is there anything that like shows that the guards like kind of have like a hierarchy? Like, is there something clear?
Give me either a perception or an insight check.
Okay. 3.
3. Nothing, like there's no one shouting out orders. It doesn't seem super obvious from a casual glance. There seems to be some sort of structure that has taken shape without your involvement. You don't know if that's word that's come from Buntar himself, someone like Wembley, some other lieutenant or high-ranking official, or if this is just the rigor and training of the Korak Mining Company springing into effect. You're not sure what the route is, but there is, clearly some structure, I'd say.
If I don't see a clear leader, what I do see is a vacuum. Glimki is going to take a deep breath. He's going to walk across the street towards the guards and just be like, "Attention, lads."
Okay, you have been given a badge, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he's wearing it proudly.
Yeah. Give me just a persuasion roll with advantage.
Oh, I kid you not, nat 20.
Let's go.
Amazing.
I kid you not.
One of them like glances over and, at first it seems like they're going to say something, but then they immediately spot the badge and snap to attention. "Good morning, sir."
How many of them are here?
At the gate?
Yeah.
We'll say 8, kind of standing in like 2 clusters of 4.
Great. He eyes them each down slowly.
Nice.
And then says, "Who's in charge here?"
"Sir, that would be Captain Berkoza, sir."
And where is Captain Barcoza?
In the lobby, sir, overseeing the repairs.
And when you described the lobby, it had like, was it like an inner kind of balconies? Like you could see down into the lobby? How did that work?
Not so much, like kind of like just, it was a large lobby, but there was no balcony. There was just like stairs leading up to the upper floors.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Is there like a main staircase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of past the reception desk.
Glimki, now this guy's spoken up. He's going to focus in on him and be like, "Well, go find Captain Barcozy and the rest of the senior leadership team and tell them to meet me at the stairs." And he's going to walk off.
Amazing. You go in?
Yep.
Cool.
He's flourishing his cape.
Oh, love it. Yes.
Very like dramatic.
Yeah.
As he stomps through the debris over desks, paper, and books.
Fantastic. Trying to look as big and dwarf-like as possible.
Yeah.
Really project width. And
yeah.
you watch the guard like kind of go sprinting ahead of you. And by the time you reach the lobby, there is a gathering of security officers, including one who's wearing a long dark trench coat, also a dwarf. And he's got sort of curly blonde hair that's medium length and doesn't have a beard, but has a large, wide, bushy mustache that kind of covers most of his mouth. And he steps forward and offers you a hand, says, "Captain Barcozy."
Barcozy. He reciprocates and puts his hand out, shakes his hand. I don't know.
Yeah, takes your hand. "Good to meet you. I take it you're the new head of security, Geronimo T. Gates."
That would be me, but if you don't mind, Captain, I would like to address the rest of the staff.
Of course, Captain. Or whatever I call you. What's your job title?
Head of security.
But head of security, Geronimo T. Gates, is a bit of a mouthful, I'd say. What's the T stand for?
That's between me and my mom. And I'm going to walk up a few stairs.
They gather around, looking up at you.
Oh God, Glimki again. Another deep breath, really taking, I think, a page out of Jar Arith's book. He's very charismatic and trying to take some inspiration of how he ran the room. Again, looking across the crowd that's now in front of him, he clears his throat. "I understand that my sudden promotion to head of security may come to a shock to some, if not all of you, and that I can understand."
There's like a general murmuring. Yes, I was quite shocked. I thought Captain Barcozy would get the job for sure.
However, What I can assure you is that it was not a decision made without the proper forethought. It's my understanding that the security has been lax here. Lax to the point that one of your own identified an opportunity to make himself some extra cash. Isn't that right, Captain Barkozy?
That's right. Turns out Terry, you all remember Terry. Turns out he was a bit of a drug smuggler, and he will be hanged tomorrow at dawn.
Yep. And he was fraternizing with the enemy, whom you've all seemingly underestimated, and now they're all in control of some highly explosive material.
There's some surprised murmuring at that. You get the sense that maybe that wasn't fully public information.
Well, these people, these ruffians turned terrorists that we all thought wouldn't amount to anything, now control dangerous material. So if we don't tighten up security, if we do not bring the fiery approach to injustice that Macrog would, then some of you might not make it home. This is a new game, and we must rise to the occasion. Captain Barkozy, I need to have you instruct your units to fortify the bridges. We need increased security with searches at all of the gates. And it seems that this is well underway at the HQ, but we need more competent security here at the HQ.
He rubs at his chin and says, well, it's not that we're short-staffed, it's just that we are limited on the number of bodies we have on the island.
Glimki takes a step down towards him.
Give an intimidation roll.
Oh, God.
We'll say with advantage.
Oh, come on. That's only an 11.
He doesn't cower. He doesn't take a step back. But as he sees you take that step down, he says, well, I suppose we could pull some of the lads from the mines itself if the threat is concentrated in the city for the time being. We probably don't want to do that long term, as I'm sure you would agree, sir, but might be a temporary solution until the materials have been recovered.
Temporary for now. I think that is a good start. And these orders don't just come from me. This is from Buntar himself. So if it means paying double time or doing extra shifts, Glimki looks at the rest of the room. I think that at least the folks here would be happy to pull their weight.
At the mention of extra shifts, everyone's ears perk up and extra shifts. Oh, hell yeah. Sir, thank you. That's very kind. Your predecessor rarely gave us extra shifts. We are honored at the opportunity to do more work for the mining company.
Excellent. Just keep track of all your overtime, and it will be taken care of.
Fantastic. We do it for free, but if you say so.
Oh, no. This is a new age, gentlemen.
There's murmuring. Overtime. What's overtime? Fantastic. Sir, I know you're somewhat new to the island, though I've heard talk that you were part of an undercover sting operation, which of course is what led to Terry's arrest and soon execution. Is there anything you need? Do you need an assistant or anyone to show you around, give you the lay of the land?
Yes, actually, Barkozy, I'm glad you asked that. Gentlemen, that would be all. Barkozy, hang back a moment.
Of course. There's crisp salutes and the security guards disperse.
Barkozy, who can you trust?
Well, I was always raised to trust no one but myself, so I can trust myself. I suppose Wembley is pretty well respected by Buntar. I'm sure he could give you a look around. Otherwise, I got a few officers that have proven themselves over the years that could probably be of assistance.
Well, why don't you track down those few guards? And they can meet me in the interrogation room. I'd love to chat with him. But Barkozy, between you and me, I can trust you, right?
Of course, sir. I would die for Korak.
Glimki's heart is pounding against his chest. Mm-hmm. And he reaches out and straightens Captain Barkozy's collar and says, I'm not sure about Wembley. And then he taps him on the shoulders. Now see to it, those officers meet me in the interrogation room. And then he's going to walk off.
Amazing. He nods, looks maybe a tad confused or like concerned at that statement, but shouts out after. He says, "They'll join you within the hour, sir." And you walk off towards the interrogation room. You're just sweating through the process. The wig beard is just soaking wet. It's like a mop.
Who knew he was such a good manipulator, though?
He's screaming on the inside.
Simple gardener no more.
I was trying to imagine all the moments through like up to this point and the people and like how he could learn from them. So like taking lots of stuff from Faunalyn, from Gjallar.
You're so much better at this than I am, though. Like Faunalyn has never lied and manipulated people this effectively.
You should have more costumes.
I'm taking notes.
Actually, no, let's be clear. You have, because you assumed an entire identity for like months at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. True. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think
You're right there.
He's compartmentalized himself. He's no longer Glimki.
It's going James
McAvoy.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were doing too good at like organizing these guards. I was like, why are you upping their security against us?
Because if I don't, they'll know, dude, and I'll die.
I know.
Will they hang it next to Terry?
Yeah, for real.
Very good.
We're going to cut away to Clay and Faunalyn. You navigate south from Speakeasy Artworks through the crumbling streets of the Artist District. And you keep an eye on the tiles that pave the streets, and you watch as it transitions from this yellow and black sort of quilted pattern into a red diamond, little like silver accents pattern. And then you step out onto a street, this long street with these blue tiles with purple accent marks worked in, these curving, smooth tiles. While many have been cracked and damaged in other parts of the city, you see that these ones here seem to have been preserved. You doubt that this region hasn't been subjected to the earthquakes, but it seems like someone is still making an effort to keep it in good shape. And you can see the street sort of winds and bends down to the south. It's lined with various buildings that appear to be art studios, though many appear to be abandoned. There are still several with paintings and sculptures set up outside. You see a few individuals selling pieces of work, pieces of art. And at the far end of this street, you see a large multi-story glass building. It's almost dome-like with just this smooth glass that curves and winds up. And you see that there are several individuals that appear to be wiping it off. They are affixed to it somehow, and they are just wiping at it. And that's, several blocks away at the end of this long street.
I want to glance at the artists that are selling their art and see what kind of art they're selling. Also, are they dwarves or are they just people?
Interesting question. They are just people. They are a much more diverse group than you see on the other side of the river. I'd say the first one you see is this older half-elf man. He's got tanned, leathery skin and a sort of a droopy mustache and a floppy straw hat. And he's holding a piece of wood and whittling at it. And you see on a display stand, this wooden display stand next to him, there's just all these intricate wood carvings of people and animals. Across the street from him, you see an artist, a painter, with several paintings on display, several still life paintings, along with several landscape ones, or ones as like buildings as the subject matter. And there's an artist there, this heavyset human woman, and she's standing at an easel and painting the street. It appears just like the artist's alley. And you see it's not at its full potential, but there's still a good number of artists working and creating and selling stuff here. And you can see similar displays of lots of woodwork, lots of paintings. You see some tapestry type shops, some sculpturists, and just kind of a variety of disciplines on display.
I want to see, do any of these artists, because this is, I assume, a community that they all see each other a lot. I want to see if there's anybody who looks kind of like bombastic. Like if there's anybody kind of charismatic amongst the artists, maybe like I see them having conversations or just indications that they might be some kind of like an influential person in this community. Like I'm ignoring the old man in his wood. That came out weird. That came out so weird. Prima, don't make that face.
Yeah, why not? Why the hug not? You hear a murmur, kind of working its way down the street like a tidal wave washing towards you, as you see various artists look up and start looking down the street towards that large glass building. And you see that there is this large door that swings open, and even from this distance, quite a ways away, you can see that there is this heavy set, rather rotund half-orc man, and he steps out. He's wearing a green, like an emerald green, just deep green suit, 3-piece suit. He's got a cane that he leans upon. You see he's limping somewhat as he steps out into the street, and he starts walking towards you. His hair is slicked back in a ponytail. He's got a very neatly cropped beard, and he starts walking down the street, and you can see artists take note of this and perk up, and several run up and start showing him pieces, and he nods at them appreciatively and keeps walking, though doesn't really get bogged down by anybody for too long.
Cool. I kind of pull Clay along and I kind of beeline for him. Not super aggressively, but like Clay would notice that I've picked up the pace and I like seem to be approaching him.
Sure.
Excuse me, sir.
He looks over at you. There is a individual showing him these polished stone spheres. Some of them are more like egg-shaped, and they're pointing up at the building behind him. And you see, as you get a little closer, the building almost resembles an egg of sorts. It's just like this large, smooth, kind of egg-shaped glass building. And he looks over at you and says, "Yes."
Oh, pardon me. I hope it's not a bother. I was just hoping you could point the way to the dragon's glass dragon. The glass dragon. That's the one that the guidebook mentioned.
Yes, of course. It's just over there. And he points to like 3 stores up. You see that there is this 2-story building. There's a balcony on the outside and these beautiful stained glass windows that line it, though a few have been broken. And there is a literal glass dragon, a blown glass dragon, suspended above the door.
Perfect. I hope it's not closed. My friend and I seem to have chosen quite the time to visit your island.
Yes, it was the worst of times. It was the worst of times. I dare say you could not have chosen a worse time to come to our dear island, but perhaps things can change in the days ahead.
Yes, we only just got here and we're already hearing tell of what was it? Was it called the Edigang? Those seeking to restore some, I hope I don't sound dismissive, some flower god to their rightful domain. Apparently that god is alive and well. Who knew? And from what we heard, the Edigang and the Hope and the rebellion is just spreading like wildfire. So that's really nice to hear.
He looks at you and says, "I wouldn't know anything about that," and then winks. And then he's going to limp away.
Take care. You have a good one there.
You as well.
You betcha. And Faunalyn pulls Clay along and goes, okay, so we got to get that guy a thick stack of the Edigang iconography. He can get it around for us.
Mm-hmm. Clay's gonna drag Faunalyn towards one of the artists on the side and just ask them, like, who was that guy?
You don't know,
says a guy who looks nothing like what you're expecting based off that voice.
Oh, we're just like art enthusiasts, and we really wanted to see the island despite its state. But he's really helpful, and it sounds like he's got plans for the artist alley.
Yes, of course. That's Barksdale Stormare. He owns the Galleria Fantasia. Anybody who wants to be an artist here in Mengen has to impress him. If you're lucky, he'll show your work.
Oh, awesome. So he's kind of like the master of the artist guild around here?
Sorta. We're not really, formalized like that, but he's the one to impress for sure.
Okay, awesome. Have you heard about the Edigang?
No, what's that?
Seems like they're trying to get rid of the Korak mining company to restore Edigan, the nature spirit and the artist's culture to this island.
Sounds like a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah.
Someone ought to do something. This place is going to shit.
Yeah, for sure. Clay's gonna take out some of the Edigang symbols, I guess, like just like nice posters, like flyers, I guess, and just hand them a stack to him and be like, "Yeah, pass these around. This is like a depiction of a cocoon with plumeria flowers, and it's like a representation of the true spirit of the island."
True spirit of the island. I like the sounds of that.
Yeah, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Anyways, thanks.
Yeah,
Bye.
do be discreet, though, because do be discreet. Okay.
You approached me.
Broad daylight, bold choice, but I like it. I like how we're getting the word out. Shall we do some glasswork and then get the hell out of Dodge before any guards come? I don't really have that many more disguises left in me. I can't get more peasant looking than this. I guess I could go richer.
Well, your accent was amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's how they talk at the edge of the world. I picked up the dialect.
Wow. I would love to visit the edge of the world someday.
We'll go sometime. It's pretty okay. It's pretty cool. The trees are kind of sideways. That's fun.
That's awesome. Let's get going to the glass studio.
You walk down the street, and do you knock? Do you just walk in? What's the vibe?
Is it like a store that's open for people to go in, or is it like someone's home?
You get the sense that like probably a lot of these places are bottom floor is a studio, either upper floor or back room might be a dwelling place. It seems like this is a place of commerce. I'd say you've like seen enough people like going in and out of some of these studios and shops.
Okay, then we just go in and take a look around.
Perfect. You open the door and a wave of heat washes over you. It's dark, save for a burning orange light near the back of the room. And as your eyes adjust, you see that you are in this large 2-story glasswork studio. There are shelves lined with countless pieces of glass that have been shaped and manipulated. Some resemble creatures that you may have seen, turtles and fish. Others are just twisting, abstract pieces. And you see that there are several. I'd say you can see that there's this balcony that wraps around the upper floor, and there's these larger pieces on pedestals on display. A quick glance, I'd say, Faunalyn, with your perception skills, you glance up and you see that they have been carefully affixed to the walls. There's little either ropes or strings or cables that seek to hold these pieces in place, probably due to the earthquakes. And Clay, I would say your attention is probably drawn to the back of the studio, where you see 2 individuals standing by this large metal furnace. They are both Dragonborn, though one has red scales and is fairly short. Their features are almost dwarf-like, just very squat individual, but covered in red scales. They're standing in front of this furnace holding a large metal rod that they're inserting into the furnace. The person they're working with is another Dragonborn. They have gold scales and they're long, very wiry individual. And the shorter one says, "Come on now, blow with everything you got." And you watch as the gold Dragonborn puts their mouth up to the edge of the furnace and just emits this massive stream of fire. And you see that there's this bit of glass on the edge of this rod that starts to burn and glow white hot. And he says, that's it, little bit more." And the fire continues to stream out, and then the dwarf-like Dragonborn pulls it out and starts to roll this piece of glass on a large metal anvil and begins to shape it and smooth it out, and then puts his mouth up to it and starts to blow. And you watch as this glass expands and forms this large sort of glass bubble, and they are just working on a piece of art.
That's cool as hell. His breath weapon. Clay's is gonna like watch and wait till they're like kind of done what they're working on and not disturb them in the middle of it.
Perfect. I will say at one point, the gold one takes notice of you and says, We'll be right with you. Just give us a bit, would you? And the two keep working and blowing and shaping, and you're not entirely sure how they do it, but maybe 20 minutes later, this piece of glass has shaped itself into the hull of a large ship. And
Ooh.
the red Dragonborn puts that metal rod on a holding stand and wipes sweat off his brow. Says, all right then, we can work on the mast this afternoon, huh? And the gold one says, yes, very good, very good. It appears we have visitors.
Oh, hi. That's beautiful work. Really impressive. I've never seen anyone work with glass like that at such high temperatures.
Oh, thank you, thank you. The heat comes from within and from above, and we just do the rest.
Yeah, no, of course. That's why actually we came to visit your store. We were looking for a place that, I guess, not quite glass working, but metal working. We were hoping to, I don't know if you have facilities open for other artists to use where we could potentially melt some metal.
Some metal. How much are we talking about here?
Just very small amounts for some delicate, like jewelry work.
We need to make 3 rings fit this mold.
Yeah, I showed them my clump of like melted gold and like, yeah, I was not quite successful on my own. So I was hoping for some advice from people who are more skilled.
Aye. Well, we'll say the gold one steps forward and takes the clump of gold from you and... Yes, that won't do. It's, you came to the right place. We're not really into metalworking, but perhaps for a small donation to support our mission in the city, we could spare some time.
What's your mission?
Youth outreach. A lot of kids and their families have fallen on hard times recently and falling into trouble with gangs and just getting into trouble in general, and we try to give them a place where they can gather and stay out of trouble and learn a bit more about our Lord Macrog and that sort of work, you understand.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm very familiar, actually. Back in Erdenine, actually, I'm part of the Church of Macrog there as well.
Are you wearing your amulet?
Yes, she's never not wearing it.
Amazing. Bad news for disguises, perhaps. But
Yeah. Under the shirt.
Do you pull it out?
Yeah, I'll show them.
They look at it, and the gold one says, 2 scales. Impressive. Well, for a cleric of Macrog, I'm sure this is important work. Free of charge for you.
Oh, thank you so much. We're always happy to help out the youth and give them like a safe space with Macrog.
I tell you what, you let some of the kids watch. We don't often work with metals, so it might be a treat for them to see us working with a different material besides glass, and that'll be fine. We'll call it even.
Perfect. That works for me. And yeah, it's for a good cause either way. We're actually here to help get rid of some of that dangerous influence from the Korak Mining Company here.
Is that right?
Yeah. We have a friend who's really in tune with nature, and he's connected with the nature spirit here at Edigan. And we're just trying to like clear out some of this pollution and help restore the beauty that was once on this island that people have heard about from all over. Make it a safe space for artists again.
That's fantastic news. It's very commendable. Thank you.
I take out another stack of the Edigang symbol to show them. We're looking for all the support we can right now. If you wanted to like hang on to these, just spread the word that things are changing.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, persuasion's good. So 14 plus 4, 18.
18. The shorter one scratches behind his head. Yeah, he's got like these clawed fingers and scratches at the back of his head. He says, I don't know if we want to get mixed up. And the gold one steps forward and says, come on, Hammer. This is a good opportunity. Seems like these folks are doing a little bit more than just making jewelry here. So gladly. And he takes the stack from you. We'll see that these get distributed to our friends.
Thank you.
Be discreet, though.
Yes, I don't
For
want to bring
safety.
any trouble to you. Yeah, for offering to help.
Discreet about what?
You guys are amazing.
Very
don't say that.
good.
It's early onset dementia. Too much glass fumes.
But how about some metal fumes? I'm afraid we've got to get the youths in here because Clay and I don't have too much time.
All right. Well, so let me understand. You want to make 3 rings? Is that correct?
Yeah, we were hoping to make 3, of different metals out of this.
What metals are we working with?
Copper, gold, and silver. We
All
thought we
right.
could use pieces, like copper pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, but I've also got a silver bar, if that's easier to melt down.
How do you have a silver bar? Is that from when
I don't know, I got it sometime.
when we stole a bunch of silverware from?
Yeah, it's
I
from
forgot about that. I
the
had a
episode
fork in my
7
inventory.
Silver Heist.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
that
have some
too until
silver.
just this moment.
Yes.
He takes the silver bar from you and says, "Oh, I reckon this will be the exact right amount.
Excellent. And anything left you should, of course, keep.
Not sure there'll be much left, but thank you. You got the gold here, I see, and you've got copper.
I fork over 10 copper pieces.
Very good. All right, I reckon this will take at least the rest of the morning, possibly into the afternoon." He looks at the 2 of you and says, "Not sure if either of you are the artsy type, but we could use the extra set of hands if either of you are. Make sure we get this to your specifications. But if you've got other things to do, I understand. We can muddle on without you."
I have some letters to write. Have you a desk I could borrow?
We're not really the letter writing type. You
Just have a table?
I mean, nothing that's not covered in glass. I can recommend a nice cafe near the southern wall.
Cafe would be lovely. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, you might wish to go to, well, depending on what you're in the mood for, there's Tarika. That's the cafe I mentioned. It's on the southern wall. It's part of the wall. There's also the splattered canvas if you're looking for something more, tavern-like.
Very well. And Clay, what will you be doing?
I'd like to stay and watch, and I've never really worked with metals either, but always looking to pick up new skills to incorporate into my own works.
Perhaps we can figure it out together then.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Wonderful. So, Faunalyn, you set off?
I want to go back to that restaurant that I had pork, I think was the meal. It was like pork and pork or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I want to go back there. I'm pretty confident in my disguise and my ability to just like copy the mannerisms of the people that are not guilty, that are not rich and important that I see walking around. So I feel like if I have to go kind of work at a table, I might as well go see if I can eavesdrop at the same time.
Okay. You head out. Perhaps in the light of day, you've got a bit of a better sense of the city and its layout, and you head to the southern bridge of the 2 bridges that cross the river. You head over, and you are met with a platoon of dwarves.
No, the security.
There is probably over a dozen dwarves standing guard on either side of the river, many of them armed with halberds or spears. A few stand in the middle of the bridge holding heavy crossbows. And as you approach, one steps forward with a hand up and says, "Greetings. What's your business? Crossing the bridge."
Well, hey there. How's your day going?
"Fine, thank you. Business."
Oh, well, I won't keep you from it. I was just going to go and grab some lunch at, oh gosh, what is the name? They serve like pork with pork, double pork. It's kind of downtown-y. It's near the Blue Sapphire. Anyway, I had lunch there and it was pretty good. So I was going to go have another lunch, but if it's too much trouble, you can't let me in, I'll just go grab a bite somewhere else. Heard about a cafe over there. Maybe that sounds good. What do you like to eat?
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Erdeneen.
Mm-hmm.
Erdeneen.
Not originally. I mean, originally I'm from, well, not technically Ulethorithiad proper. There's a part of Ulethorithiad that's real close to Dwells. It's kind of half and halvesy. So I like to call myself a really tall halfling.
Give me a deception roll.
Fuck.
Absolutely. You betcha. You betcha. Oh, lordy. That is an 18.
There's a bit of tension in his shoulders. It relaxes slightly. Are you carrying a bag or a pack or what kind of gear do you have? I assume you have the umbrella.
Ooh. Okay. I think I'm pretty sparse because I didn't want to
Dangerous
look like
questions.
conspicuous.
No wig storage.
Yeah.
I specifically thought earlier that I wasn't going to bring my umbrella because I think my umbrella is very identifying. So I did not bring my umbrella. I think I just have like a small bag with some papers folded up in it, like a lot of blank papers too. If he looked through my papers, he would see letters from Buntar Strigamol and like faked attempts to impersonate Buntar Strigamol because my plan was to work on that today. But there's also just regular adventuring crud in a bag. Like it's... I would say the most incriminating thing I'm carrying is those folded up letters.
Wonderful. All right. Well, for one thing, it's the green sapphire.
That
But-
makes sense.
Since you're not from around here, can't expect you to know that. Now, if you don't mind, we just need to check your bag. We're dealing with a bit of a security situation. Want to make sure everything's up to snuff.
Oh, sheesh. What's the situation? Should I be keeping my eye out for anyone?
Indeed. And he reaches into his back pocket and is going to pull out 4 folded pieces of paper, and he is going to unfold them, and you see Callum Swift, a middle-aged half-orc man, a young human woman, and yourself.
Oh, well, they don't look very friendly. Not a very good-looking bunch.
That's what I thought.
Uh-huh. What are those scoundrels? What did those scoundrels do?
Arson.
Arson! Goodness gee willikers, and here was I looking for a simple vacation. Well, I guess things might get hotter than I expected. Good thing I brought my swim trunks.
I'm going to have you make a performance roll, contested with his insight.
That's crazy.
And if you succeed, he will forget about checking your bag.
Yeah, I got a 6.
No, it was such a good performance.
Fuck.
No joke. He got a 5.
Wow. This guy's an
Yes.
Hang
idiot.
them all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Who hired you for this?
He says, all right, just go on. Keep an eye out. If you see any of these individuals, say something, would you?
Oh, I will. Can I keep these? Or do you need
I'm
them?
afraid I need them, but you should see them all over the city by now.
Perfect. Memory of a goose, this one. And she taps her forehead. Okay, I'm looking for 2 ugly humans, 1 kind of okay-looking tall one, and an orc. I'm on it, buddy. And you just have the best day, okay? You take care. It has just been such a delight talking to you.
That one's a halfling, but all right.
Toodles! And I hustle along.
Okay. I think we're going to cut from you to our dear friend, Glimki Treefellow.
Oh no!
I strongly recommend a Minnesota accent when in doubt.
So, Glimki, we'll say you step into, despite maybe what was said to you before, we'll say you step into one of those branch off rooms. Maybe not the same room that you yourself were in yesterday, but very similar. And it has this just sickly green light and a mirror that you can only assume is one way. And there is a dwarf man in a uncomfortable looking metal chair. He is handcuffed to the table. He looks sleep deprived. He has these heavy bags under his eyes. He's got sort of a receded hairline, Walton Goggins style hair, long, like messy beard that hasn't been brushed in several days. And he looks up at you with these tired eyes and says, "Who the fuck are you?"
Sorry, help me out here. Is this the guy that I framed, or this the guy that sold the black powder?
This is the guy. Yeah, this is the salesman.
Okay. What's gonna where's Terry at?
All you know is that he is due to be hung tomorrow morning.
Oh, shit. Okay. Glimki, I think almost awkwardly, is gonna walk over to the chair across from him, pull it out. He's gonna sit down, just kind of look this man in the face, and just be straight up. Be like, "Why'd you do it, man?"
He cracks his neck to either side. I needed off this bleeding rock. Decided to take something for myself on the way out.
And that came in the form of blowing up the mines?
I don't know what they're gonna use it for. None of my business.
So what? You just needed some quick cash?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not like these other sheeps you got employed here. I believe in workers' rights. Fair compensation.
Overtime and all that, I'm sure.
Paid overtime.
Banked.
Maybe. Be better than what we currently get.
Some quick cash and workers' rights. That was enough for you to seek out terrorists? And what, you'd be totally okay with some of these guys just getting blown to bits, or?
So what if they do? People get blown to bits every day in the mines.
I don't buy it, Eden. It just seems so random. So what, you're in charge of black powder? Some kids come and ask you if they can buy some, and you just, a light bulb goes off above your head and you think that you can get away with that?
More or less. I was out drinking. Heard some chatter. Some disgruntled youths. Thought to myself, if they got the coin, I got something that could help take out their frustrations.
That's it? Wow, Eden, I have to admit, I'm surprised. I thought that, I don't know, there was something more sophisticated going on, but I guess it really just was about coin.
You think a man who blows rocks up for money is, sophisticated?
No, I just thought you had more to live for.
Suppose not.
It is abundantly clear now. Well, it would be a shame that you, head to the gallows and all of those kids get off scot-free.
He raises an eyebrow.
Well, I mean, it's your last potential day on Earth. I would imagine you'd like to see some justice.
Perhaps. But I need some guarantees.
Of what?
I always thought my neck was too thick for hanging. So we may as well scrub that altogether.
And what would you prefer?
Well, I'd like to live, frankly.
I think Glimki very performatively laughs. Oh, Eden, you are going to die. That is assured. I was just thinking that, we sniff out some more rats. Like, you couldn't have moved all that black powder yourself.
If you're asking me to snitch, mate, I'm gonna need some guarantees. You cut me loose, I'll tell you everything I know.
Cut you loose?
Cut me loose!
Eden, I don't know if you know this, but this is my first day on the job. If I were to cut you loose, I'd be at the gallows instead of you.
That's alright with me.
God. Man, you really are just a righteous fellow here. No reason but some money. You won't sell out your friends. If you can
I will.
That.
Let me be clear. I will.
Oh,
but you gotta let me go first.
Okay, how about this? I think Glimki's mask is slipping a little bit now because he's trying really hard. Okay, how about this? I can't get you free right now. That's impossible. That would be stupid for all of us. There's 1,000 guards outside. You open this door, you walk out, you'd be skewered on the way down the front steps. It's impossible. It has to be more discreet. But we need a fall guy. If you can prove or have any evidence that somebody else was involved, I'll make sure that when they pull that lever, it's not you there.
Interesting. Did they get it all?
All the black powder?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
You think the new security guy would know those sorts of things?
Eden, it's day 1. In fact, it's like hour 6.
Okay, so my bargaining power is going to be reduced because you're slow on the uptake. Got it. Cool. All right. Well, that's tough. You put me in a tough position. Not gonna lie. I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. How about you let me go, and I reach back out to my contacts. If they need more black powder, then I could set up another sale. Tell them I got away. We got separated. They don't know what happened to me.
No.
We set a trap for them. A fake sale.
I'm not too concerned about the children, to be quite frank. They're children. They might blow themselves up in a lab down the street. Who knows? I just don't believe that you did this yourself. Like, there's someone else that had to move this stuff around. There's got to be more people like you with some sort of ill will against the Korok Mining Company.
Perhaps.
That's who I'm looking for. I can't have all these leaks. I'm trying to right this ship, and it's sinking because there's people like you all over the place, apparently, and I need to find out who they are.
So you're telling me, if I give you some names, you ain't gonna hang me?
I'm telling you, if you can find me someone as desperate as you to sell out their company and potentially end the lives of their coworkers that I can pin this to, then yeah, you won't be dangling. It won't happen.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, God. 17.
All right. But if you're looking for some radical, I don't think you're gonna find her. She's more of a hapless patsy, so to speak.
Who has connections to these ruffians?
No.
Would you be able to fill in your connection?
Probably not. She helped me load up the powder, but told her it was, company-sanctioned activity.
So she's just an idiot.
Nah, mate. I can be very persuasive. If you want to hang her instead of me, I won't stop you.
It's not gonna stick. There's not enough, Eden.
So let me catch him. Give me a couple days. I'll set up another sale.
I don't have days, Eden. I have till tomorrow morning.
Oof.
Yeah, you and me both.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I don't know. I kind of think that maybe I'm the only one to wake up and smell the roses, or the lack thereof.
No, there's more. Trust me, Eden, there's more.
Well,
Where? God damn it, where are they keeping you?
basement.
Who's your guard? You must know them.
There's a few of them. Gerard Carcardou.
Gerard?
Carcardou, yeah.
Carcardou, okay.
You put
Yeah.
so much stank on that, Zach. Carcardou.
Francemmo Velapaborli.
February.
That's right. You heard of him?
No.
And Fat Sal.
Interesting. Is it an accurate nickname, or am I gonna get down there as like a fully athletic superstar?
Nah, he got a parasite when he was younger. Real skinny guy.
God damn it. Okay, damn it, Eden.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. You won't let me off the leash. You won't let me off the leash. Yeah, I'm not part of some grand conspiracy. I saw a shot and I took it.
I wish you were.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Because-
You wish you could pin it on
I
me.
wish you were.
Yeah. Oh, what's my crime? Arms procurement, weapons sales. You want it to be a terrorism charge? Okay, buddy. I'm sure you'd love that.
No, I was hoping that it'd be easier to win you over.
Win me over for what?
For the cause.
I'm afraid I don't understand, mate.
You think you're alone?
Yeah,
Fighting this big corporation?
I'm not fighting a corporation, mate. I'm just tired
see
of being
that
in the
now.
fucking mines.
Yeah, well, it's just one more day, isn't it?
Suppose so.
And Glimki's gonna very reluctantly walk to the door and bang on it and be like, I've had enough. Bring him back to his cell.
The door opens. A couple of guards come in. You see that there's several standing in the hallway. We'll say he's escorted out, taken down a set of stairs into the basement. An adjoining door opens, and a familiar dwarf with blonde hair and a mustache peers out at you and says, "Geronimo, could I have a word?"
Yes, of course.
He steps back into the room he was in.
I follow him in.
You see a similarly sized room. There's a counter with a couple of chairs in front of it and a pane of glass that from the other side was a mirror. And you look into the interrogation chamber that you were just in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, forgive me, sir, for questioning your methods, but I can't help but notice you were saying a few things that caught my ears.
Yes. What would those be?
Something about joining the cause. I don't know. It just seemed like you seemed sympathetic.
Yes. I was hoping you would get the other 3 trusted guards I had asked for.
Yeah, they're out in the hall.
If you don't mind, if you brought them in, then I can get you all up to speed.
Perfect. He gestures out into the hallway, and you see 3 guards come in. They're all dwarves, of course, dwarven men. One of them is alarmingly skinny. And he says, this is... yeah, we can't remember the other name, so we're going to have to pivot on this bit real quick. This is Pjork Udiker, Detriva Thrempenvok, and that's Fat Sal.
Charmed. Gentlemen, I was hoping to get you up to speed privately, but Captain, I suppose it is smart that I get you on board as well. The 3 of you were selected because you show great promise, as I had requested from Captain here. Because, there's a new age for the Korak Company, but your contributions begin tonight. See, the cause. What I was hoping to secure was a little bit of black powder for myself. The task that I was going to give to you is of utmost importance, but of highest security. Captain, can you assure that door is closed behind you?
He gestures at Fat Sal, and Fat Sal, on very hollow footsteps, crosses the room and closes the door.
Not a soul outside of this room may know what we're up to. Can I trust you?
Sure.
There's a boat on the lake. A paddle boat. What do you know about it?
Oh, man.
Jordan was secretly like the Battlemaster rogue all along. Oh, you think he was a paladin? No. He's a professional poker player.
Fishhead Franny's boat.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it myself, but I've heard rumors from the cannery crews, and we've been briefed not to approach.
Because of what? Of the rumors she's some magical being?
That's right.
Harnesses some power to grant people wondrous boons, perhaps?
Yeah, weird magics.
Mm-hmm. Well, circumstances have arisen here at the Korak Company where our priority has shifted. Gentlemen, we are no longer a passive security role. We must take an active position in ensuring the safety of all our staff and citizens to bring a bountiful future to the generations to follow. But to achieve that boat must be sank. By any and all means, gentlemen, and we need the full strength of the Korak security armament at our disposal, and I did not want to come outright and ask for it. But if you are up for the task and can find some black powder, we can blow this boat up.
Just a follow-up question, sir, if you don't mind. Not try to be impertinent, but it's my understanding that the creature who lives on the boat has provided services to the Korak Mining Company in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Would it not be wise to preserve that relationship so that we may continue to benefit from it?
Right, and I thought you'd ask that. It is my understanding that these eco-terrorists may be working to acquire some sort of boon from this woman, and if they were to do so, the scales may tip in their favor. That we cannot have.
Give me the stinkiest of deception rolls.
Oh my god. Oh fuck, that is a 10.
That's not stinky enough.
Yeah, that's stunk.
Oh god.
Sir, does Mr. Strigamel know about this plot? I would just feel better knowing that it was coming from the top down. Again, forgive me for questioning your judgment.
I have the second ring, right? The copper one?
You do.
You're questioning if Buntar trusts me to make these decisions. Glimki reaches into his shirt and he'll pull out the copper ring. And he says he trusts me with a whole lot more than that.
There's a pause as I think you see recognition in the eyes of the dwarves in the room with you. All right. What's the plan?
I was hoping you would take the lead, Captain.
I can do that. Will you be joining us, sir, or would you like the 4 of us to take charge on this mission alone?
I think you've selected the right people for this job. I trust that you can pull it off.
Very well. When would you like it done by, sir?
ASAP.
We'll set off immediately, sir. And he hits you with a crisp salute, as do the others, and they file out of the room.
Oh, God.
That was crazy.
What an exciting swing that you're taking.
Oh my
What a
God.
fun and exciting swing.
Oh, delegation skills, though.
Oh,
Truly.
You really stepped
Get
up
this
into
guy
the
at head
leader
of a
role.
corporation. Truly.
We are going to cut over back across the river to Clay in the Glass Dragon. We'll say a bit of time has passed, maybe an hour. The 2 Dragonborn stepped out for a minute and came back with like a half dozen children. Young kids ranging from maybe 8 to 14 and various species. There's a young dwarven boy and a pair of human twin girls and a gnome child sitting upon the shoulders of a half-orc child. And they gather around, and the shorter, squatter Dragonborn Havakemmer steps forward and says, "All right, children, gather round, gather round. We're going to do something a little different today. Our friend here," and he gestures to you,
Hi.
"our friend here is trying to make some rings, and we're going to help them out. So, what do we need to make rings?" And one of the human girls raises a hand, and he says, "Yes, Tabitha." "Metal?" "Yes, that's very good. Now, how do we take metal and turn it into a ring?" And the half-orc boy says, "Hit it with a hammer." Not quite, not quite. That's part of it. But first we need to get it nice and soft. How do we get it soft? It's kind of like glass." And the small child on the half-orc shoulder says, "I don't know. Maybe we could melt it." "Very good. We're going to melt it. Now, metal melts at a lower point than glass, so we are more than equipped to melt down the metals that our friend here wishes to use. And we are going to get into it. Clay, I am going to have you make 3 dexterity rolls. You are being helped, so you can roll them with advantage. I just need to know which ring are you starting with.
Ooh, is there an order of importance to these rings? I'll start with the gold one because that's the one I started on already.
Okay. Give me a dexterity roll with advantage.
Oh, it's a +0, so 13.
It goes extremely well. You load the ring. It seems like when they stepped out, the taller Dragonborn came back with a crucible, and they have the other gear that they need, and they put the gold clump that you have into this crucible and feed it into the furnace, and they take turns just bellowing in this fire breath of theirs, and you watch as the gold starts to glow and burn red hot and soften and soften and soften, and it melts into this pool of liquid gold. And they take it out of the furnace and escort it over to one of the molds that you have formed, and they pour it in, and it fills the mold, and it forms this golden ring. You watch as it begins to cool, and they take it with a pair of tongs. The gold Dragonborn takes it with a pair of tongs and dips it in some water, and it sizzles, psss, and it comes out, and it's this gold ring. And they spend some time just tapping away at it and perhaps smoothing it out a bit, rolling it on this anvil to just work out any imperfections. But ultimately, it goes really, really well, and you have a gold ring.
Nice. Beautiful.
Which one would you like to do next?
Silver.
Make another dexterity check with advantage.
12.
12. Same thing. Seems like this one even goes a little bit better. It melts
Ooh.
quicker. It's perhaps a little more malleable. You have some experience with silver from that lock on Kobaris, and you're able to manipulate it, and same thing. They work on it for a while. I'm going to say like each of these rings takes a while. Like it's, despite the
success of the rolls, we'll say it's like at least an hour per ring to
Mm.
get it shaped and get it melted and then shaped and then smoothed out and fully formed. And after that, you do have a silver ring.
Nice. Last one.
Last one.
16.
Easy. At this point, you're feeling pretty good about this. Like, it's not that hard. It's probably would be a lot harder if you wanted something gem encrusted or a signet ring, but these are just simple metal bands. They've got a, somewhat unique shape. Perhaps they're a little thicker than many rings, a little larger and wider for dwarven fingers, but you work on it and same thing. And you now have a full set of rings.
Holy shit.
Nice. Nice.
I think while this is all happening, the two Dragonborn, Havakemmer and Torquil, they are chatting to the children and ushering them closer when it's safe to do so and scooting them back when it's time to start working with the fire or when they're breathing fire. And they continue to ask the children questions. And you can see that these kids are like, they're engaged. They really they get it. There's like genuine interest amongst them. We'll say as the last ring is formed, Torquil steps forward and says, "All right, children, that's all for today. Come back soon. We'll be doing some more glass work, probably tomorrow." He gestures over to the boat. Our client is looking forward to this, so we're going to work on that tomorrow and add the masts and the sails.
Is Franny commissioning a glass boat or something? Is this like a totem that Franny needs? Am I crazy for that?
I was about to ask.
I would say it's possible. It does not look houseboat-like. Like, it looks like much more traditional sailing ship, but it's possible.
Is it like a full, like, real boat size? I thought it was like a model boat.
It's like a model. It's big. It's like a big piece of glass, but like not full-size boat glass.
Okay, like it's not actually gonna sail.
It could probably sail frogs. A crew of frogs.
Yeah.
That's the animal I went with. But as the children file out, Havakemmer walks up to you and once again wipes the sweat off his brow and brushes his hand on an apron he's wearing. That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a nice distraction.
Yeah, that was a wonderful workshop. I feel like I learned a lot. And we completed the rings that I came here for, and they're perfect.
It honestly went better than expected. I was expecting a couple missed attempts or some trial and error, but we work well together. I don't suppose you'd be interested in sticking around. Perhaps we could learn from each other and make some things. We could teach you glass blowing if you'd like, and we have our shared respect of Macrog, of course. That I'm sure the work we do outside of the glass blowing might be of interest to you.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds like the most amazing offer. And any other time I would happily jump at the chance to learn more from you and learn how you make your glass works. It's just like right now I'm kind of on a mission to right some wrongs from my past, and I'm really not sure where it's going yet. It's been a dangerous journey, but once I've figured things out, like maybe in the future I'll definitely come back once the island's in a better shape as well. I would love to stay here for a length of time and learn from you and work together if the offer is still open.
Torquil walks up to join the two of you and says, "Yes, of course, always open. It's always a pleasure and a delight to embrace the divine inspiration that Macrog brings, to revel in that, and I feel a kinship with you. So if you ever find your way back here, we would love to have you for however long you wish to stay."
And these guys saw you from across the kiln and liked your vibe.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Shush you. They're the only NPCs in this show that aren't dripping
genuinely
with
nice.
filth and irony. They're not Fat Sal, the guy who's got a tapeworm.
And two other guys that you forgot the name of immediately. If you ever visit Erdenine as well, I'm hoping to eventually get my own studio. And the Dragon's Heart Cathedral there is beautiful work. I find the cathedral there to be a great source of inspiration. And yeah, the people and other clerics there have been a lot of help to me in my life as well. So stop by if you ever get the chance. Hopefully we'll meet up again soon. Thank you so much for your help today.
Of course, yes. No, I thank you, and best of luck with your endeavors. Best of luck with your endeavors.
Thank you.
They shake your hand, and you step out and have 3 duplicate rings.
Yay!
Hey everyone, this is Bobby.
Christy.
Jerry.
And Bonnie.
And we're the cast of Haunted Halls, a Blades in the Dark actual play podcast set in the eternally dark city of Duskfall. Follow our crew of scoundrel protagonists as they navigate the haunted streets and do whatever it takes to survive.
Blending drama, comedy, and immersive roleplay, this series features a group of friends bringing ghost-fueled scores and underworld intrigue to life.
Catch us every Wednesday for a new episode on your favorite streaming platform. Be sure to check us out at hauntedhalls.com, spelled Hauls.
Whether you're a seasoned gamer who wants to learn how to play Blades in the Dark, or maybe you just love a good spooky story, Haunted Halls will steal your heart, hopefully, before the ghosts do.
We are going to cut over to Faunalyn on the other side of the river. You start walking through the streets past the dwarven buildings on your way to the Green Sapphire, looking to get lunch at the restaurant there. As you're walking, you hear muffled noises. Sounds like, I'm going to say whimpering, and if you want to take that word and make it my problem, fine, go for it. But just kind of like some muffled whimpering from nearby.
Why would I take that word and make it your problem? What's wrong with that word?
Because you turned hammer and tongs into a couple looking for a unicorn. That's why.
I look around. Where is this whimpering coming from?
You don't see anything, but it appears to be coming from an alleyway nearby. There's a dwarf in a miner's uniform. He's got these stained overalls, like dust-stained overalls on, and a little metal lunchbox, and a pickaxe. Just so you really know, this guy, clearly a miner. And he's kind of standing at the alley, looking into it, but you don't think the noise is coming from him.
What's going on in there?
Nunya.
Is this guy like standing guard? Is that the vibe?
I think with just like your passive insight, it seems like he's kind of trying to block the alley. It seems like perhaps he is standing guard, though you're not sure why.
Sorry, thought it might be, I don't know, kid with a scraped knee. As you were, I'm going to walk around the side of the nearest building and try to climb it.
Okay. With magic rope?
Hell yeah, with magic rope. Magic rope, slither forth, I say quietly so that the guy doesn't hear me. I lasso the chimney and climb up. You can actually, it's a rope of climbing, so you can actually have it tie itself into knots so that you can climb it easier.
Yeah, rope of climbing's cool.
That's right. I read the item. Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, it does so. It lassos around the chimney and ties itself into some knots, and you are able to just easily shimmy up and have it untie itself behind you, and you perch up. Are you trying to be sneaky?
Absolutely. I'm like commando crawling across the roof so that I can peek down into this alley.
Give me a stealth roll.
19.
19. You crawl to the edge of this roof and you can see down into the alley better. The guard that you spoke with before, he's still standing there, and you see 3 more dwarves dressed similarly, dust-stained beards, just like these dark beards that are mixed with white from dust from the mines, are standing around a small mouse-like creature. It's perhaps a foot tall. He appears to be wearing glasses that are perched on, like these little wire glasses that are hanging off these big floppy ears. He's got brown hair, then some ponytail that's dangling down over his face because one of the dwarves is holding him by the ankles and is shaking him. You see that with each shake, the mouse creature is jolted, and you see now that there's this little faint ball of light that seems to trail after it, almost like a shadow of sorts. And one of the dwarfs is saying, "Cough it up, Stump. We know you've been skimming." He says, No, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't taken anything, I promise." "Now, Stump, we know that's not true. And we know, both of us, that this can go two ways. Give us what you took. We're not mad. We just want a piece of the action. No, I promise. I haven't taken anything. Please, just let me go. Please. Stump. Don't make us hurt you. And one of the dwarves is going to pick up a pickaxe and start to just kind of spin it in his hands.
That's fine, because I'm an actor, and I have the actor feat, and I just heard that guy that's standing guard talk, and I don't have my rapier, but what I can do is I can say in my best impersonation of that guy's voice, because as an actor, I can mimic the speech of someone that I've heard for up to a minute. And I'm going to say, someone's coming, not worth it, let him go, which I actually think it sounded kind of like him, ironically. Maybe Shannon has the actor feat. To be or not to be.
Just to clarify, are you impersonating the guard or one of the guys in the alley?
Guard guy.
Okay. Arguably, you did not talk to him for at least a minute. You kind of walked
Do I
up.
have to have spoken to him for at least a minute?
You have to have heard him speak for at least a minute. I think it's fair to say you've talked to dwarves, but I don't think you've heard that guy talk for a minute.
Yeah, okay. I'm not impersonating him specifically then. I guess I'm impersonating the dwarf that I've spoken to that sounded the most like that guy.
Okay. I will say...
Luckily, you chose generic goon voice.
Actually, that's a very specific dwarf voice. I will say make a deception or performance roll. It'll just be a higher DC than if you were specifically impersonating him.
And that's fine, because as an actor, I have advantage on deception and performance checks when I'm trying to pass myself off as a different person, which I have not used once this entire campaign until today.
Wow.
You really started using accents, and I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I underwent ego death. I rolled a 19 and a 17, so that's going to be a 25.
Whoa.
God damn.
You should be
Is
doing
the
this
DC
all the time.
27?
Yeah, this was an impossible task. These dwarves really want to kill this guy.
Not anymore.
Okay. I'm going to say one of the dwarves in the alley says, shit. And he's going to drop this creature known as Stump, who lands on the ground and just starts rubbing out of the back of his head. And the three dwarves are going to run away from the site towards the guy keeping guard.
I'm going to drop the rope down really fast and say, Stump, up here, quickly.
He looks around and spots you. From the edge of the alley, you hear the dwarf standing guard say, did you get it? And another one say, no, we ran out of time. You said we had to go. And he says,
No, Stump.
No, I didn't. And then the other one says, what the hell is going on? And they are going to turn around to see Stump scurrying up this rope that you're holding, and it zips up just as a dwarf runs and jumps to try and grab it. And the two of you are on the roof, and they're going to try and chase after you. Actually, Stump, before he climbs up the rope, he looks and you says, 1 second. And you watch as he pries open a cobblestone on the ground and pulls out a small blue gem, and then drops the stone and tucks the gem in his pocket, and then is going to scurry up this rope. And yeah, they start giving chase.
So I'm on the roof. They would have to presumably either climb the walls or run around to try to intercept me. Does it look like they're trying to climb the walls?
I think they are going to move to, one of them is going to try and not climb the walls, but look around for, we'll say he spots a barrel and he starts rolling it over, and a couple of them spread out, go to opposite sides to try and surround the building.
Cool. I'm just gonna run to, they go to opposite sides to surround the building. Oh, sheesh. Is there other rooftops I can run across? Can I do a classic rooftop chase scene where I run across the rooftops?
100%.
That is what I would like to do.
Give me a acrobatics or athletics check as you attempt to navigate the rooftops of the mining district.
That is only a 10.
I'm going to say with a 10, the dwarves on the ground, I roll a nat 20, are able to keep up. You start running and you jump for the next roof, and you kind of don't quite get enough lift, and you sort of stumble on the ledge, balancing, and they're just following after you and says, get her! Don't let the rouse escape! And we're going to keep going. Is there anything you do to try and distract them or break line of sight or, whatever?
Yeah, of course. I think I'm definitely trying to break line of sight. I think I think something I might try. Can I, as soon as I break line of sight, can I jump down an unlit chimney? I imagined a chimney.
The existence of the chimney is not the thing that worries me. It's the Santa Clausing it of it all.
Santa Claus does it. He's a big jolly guy.
I'm going to say it's very hard for you to break line of sight given you are on rooftops and they are like actively following you. If you would like to make a stealth roll with disadvantage, you can attempt to like hide behind like a parapet or something, like a part of the roof.
Yeah.
Before attempting to slip down the chimney.
Ooh, that's fine. I got it's not that great, but I got a 13 on my lower roll.
If you were wearing your wig, this would undoubtedly be impossible, but you're not wearing your wig. And you pause and they like try and keep a sight on you and you see a chimney and you just dive into it. We'll say Stump is like keeping up with you, running alongside you on the rooftops, and he will jump into the roof after you. I need a meaty acrobatics check as you attempt to swan dive down to the chimney.
A meaty acrobatics check has a 9 for your enjoyment.
Oh, that's so meaty.
You get stuck.
Fuck!
You dive in and you just get a little crumpled, and about halfway down, you just find yourself suddenly wedged in. Perhaps it gets a little narrower, closer to the bottom. You are fully and truly stuck in this chimney.
It's okay. That's fine. Does it sound like they saw me? Can I like listen for the sounds of them being like, she went down the chimney?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
You hear? She went down the chimney.
I got a 15.
You hear one of the dwarves say, "Where'd she go?" At the same time, you hear the door of this building open.
Oh, I'm staying quiet.
You hear the sound of a match and a lantern being struck. And you can see a bit of light filtering in down below you. And someone like just kind of like da 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 da.
I whisper, magic rope slither forth, please, with haste. And I want the magic rope to slither up past any gap that it can find to the outside of the chimney and like tie itself to the outside of the chimney.
Amazing. Could I get another acrobatics check as you attempt to unstuck yourself?
Ooh, that's a 18.
Okay, you needed a 15. The rope attaches and begins to just like, pull upwards, and you feel yourself get unbent, and you hear from down below a pot being stuck in this fireplace, and then another match being struck, and flame starts to lick up from below you, and smoke starts to like pour up through this chimney, and you pull yourself out, and we'll say you hop down from that roof. You look out and you see that the guys looking for you seem to have run off in a different direction, and you hop down, and Stump jumps down with you, and he says, "Wow, thank you. I think they were going to kill me, so thanks." And he tips a non-existent hat towards you.
No problem. Honestly, I didn't really know I interfered. I'm kind of a good guy these days. The urge overcomes me and I find myself being heroic. Who knew, right?
Sure, yeah. I suppose in this age of villains, you have to be a hero to stop someone from getting murdered in a back alley.
It does rather feel like an age of villains, doesn't it? I've been saying that. About 75 years ago, I was living in Ulathorthiad. It's a big forest. You might like it. And I started like walking and like telling him my backstory as we were like walking along.
Amazing.
I'm like, oh, I suppose I should ask you. What's your deal? Are you one of Edigin's little nature helpers?
What's Edigan?
Oh, Edigin's the flower, the flower god who's long dormant, but alive.
I would say, as you're talking, like you say Ulathorthiad, and he doesn't know what that is.
Oh.
And like you say Edigan, and he also clearly doesn't know what that is, who that is.
Do you know, Stump?
I know mining. Real good at mining. I know how to make a nice cheese sandwich.
Ooh.
You gotta take 2 pieces of bread, and then you take a nice big chunk of cheese, and you just squish it in.
That sounds delicious. So you work in the have you ever found a place in the mines that's like kind of different than all the other places? And maybe there's a tree down there, maybe like a barren tree, or it just feels kind of special?
Give me an insight roll.
Oh my god, my rolls tonight. That is a 13.
No, can't say that I have.
What was the insight roll for? To see if he's lying?
He seems straightforward. Like he's a guy who doesn't know a lot of things and appears to be another thing he doesn't know.
Okay. Oh, what do you do in the mines? Do you work for the Korak Mining Company?
Yeah, that's right.
Why were those guys being so mean to you? Weren't they Korak miners?
Yep, they are. Well, you see, they think I'm stealing from the mines.
But you're not stealing.
He raises a little paw up to his mouth and says, "But I am."
I won't tell anyone. Did you steal that blue gem?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, trying to go home.
Oh, where's your home?
The Feywild.
Oh, goodness, you've come a long way.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. We stumbled through a mushroom circle quite a few years back and found ourselves stuck here. And we're just trying to find someone who can get us home, but that's going to take cheddar, so to speak.
Why would it take cheddar to get you home?
Well, we don't have anyone capable of traversing realms with us. The Elder's not that bright, just between you and me. We need a powerful spellcaster to open up a way to get home, so we're saving up. That's why we're working in the mines. And I've been taking a little bit extra because, frankly, this island seems like it's falling apart at the seams. So we figure sooner the better.
Yes, and you're not familiar with Fishhead Franny.
What's that?
She's pretty evil, but she is a powerful spellcaster.
Oh, okay. Could you
But she
take me to
does
see her?
still a price.
Well, we got money.
The thing is, her price is like 50 years of your life in service, like that kind of thing. You work on my boat for all eternity. Like it's kind of I don't think she's interested in money is the tricky part.
Well, on one hand, I'm really good at service. But on the other, I don't think I even live 50 years. The amount of dust I've inhaled, no chance.
No, that doesn't seem likely. Okay. I'm going to think about your problem. I'm not going to offer you a solution because I don't know that I have one. Really, the best thing that comes to mind is Franny. She lives in Mengen. Oh, that's the name of this island, isn't it? Manus! They're so similar. She lives in Manus on a boat.
I live in Hearthtown.
Hell yeah.
Would you like to come for dinner?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Okay. Well, we should go because it's a pretty long trek. So.
Oh, how far of a trek is it?
Oh, be a couple hours to the mine, couple hours past that. So, I don't know, 4 hours maybe? I don't really understand time.
Can you get us there without being seen by the other miners?
Oh, I don't need to worry about that. It's just those guys who have it out for me. I think I'll be fine otherwise.
But what about me, Stump? Won't I raise some questions?
Why?
Isn't it strange to have a lady, walking into the mines?
Well, we're not going into the mines. We're going past the mines.
You're going past the mines?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I will come with you.
Okay.
Can we go get my friend Clay first?
What's a Clay?
No, Clay's my friend. Can we go get them?
I guess, if you want. I mean, it was kind of like an invitation for one, but I guess we could feed more people. I will point out that you left Clay 30 minutes ago, so you expect Clay is probably still making rings at this time.
Okay, you know what? Invitation for one, that's fine. I just want to tell my friend that I'm going to dinner. So let's you and I go ahead and let's just walk through Archer Sally on our way.
That's out of the way. It's not on the way. That's very much out of the way. But all right, sure. Lead on, and he holds up a hand to you.
Faunalyn shakes it and says, "How do you do?" And then walks on.
Yeah, he is a foot tall, so you're just fully bent over and
No, she doesn't walk holding his hand. She says, "How do you do?" And then let's go.
Perfect. He is going to try and run up your shoulder and stand on your shoulder.
Oh my god. Is this how Clay feels?
Uppies.
I cannot be this heavy.
Yeah, actually, that's great. Yeah, he's just uppies.
Clay's lucky I don't weigh this much. Yeah, we walked back. Faunalyn was tricked into taking a long walk today, and that's so messed up. This place is changing her.
You walk back towards the artist district with Stump and Glimki. You have set 4 men off on a Black Ops mission to assassinate Fishhead Franny.
Yes, this is my 0 Dark 30.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's not your Benghazi, all right?
Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's what I'm waiting for.
What do you do après that? And for our English listening audience, what do you do after that?
I'd like to imagine that Glimki somehow made his way upstairs into Buntar's office and is just standing like in the wreckage that his friends had made. He's seeing it for the first time. The kitchen fire, the upturned desk, the revealed safe. And I think he's just standing silently staring at the safe in the wall.
The safe is covered. She recovered the portrait.
Oh,
So you're welcome to move it again if you want.
I spend 20, 30 minutes moving every picture.
Perfect. Yeah, you eventually you climb up onto the fireplace and you push the portrait aside, and you see this safe for the first time, and it is this like black, almost glassy panel with these 3 circular carve-outs.
Yeah, I think there's a long silent him thinking about, okay, this is where the rings go. It's starting to like all make sense. He was kind of all just acting on impulse and the small information that he was getting from his friends, and now he's standing there with like even like thinking about, you know, betting on asking for the rings in the room, and now he has one and he's standing in this office alone, and he has no idea what's happening elsewhere in the world, and he's just thinking like, how do I get these rings in here? I think like up to this point everything has been like executing on the plan that he thought of overnight in the hotel room.
Yeah,
like it's just been, that was everything, and now he's just like at the end of that rope and just like, all right, now here's to hoping the rings show up. I don't really know what to do now. He's gonna stand here an awkwardly long time. Like,
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think under the guise of like investigation, security screening, there's like cleaning crews, of course, but yeah, no one gives you a hard time. Like word has spread that this is the new security guy. You don't have to keep proving yourself, at least for the time being. And yeah, you are able to just stand there staring up at this safe.
Well, all right. I guess Glimki could try this ring, see how it fits.
There are 3 carve-outs, like I said. Which one do you put the ring into?
Is there any indication of what order they might be in?
There is not.
Can I try it in each?
Yeah. It fits in all 3 equally well. There's no reaction from the safe when you do so. And I will point out that when you do, the rings, like they're like a little, like they're not like a thin little metal band. Like there's like a little width to them. And I would say the ring goes about halfway into the opening.
Oh shit. Can I turn it?
Yeah, it spins in the opening.
Does it seem like each ring is a dial?
It does.
Fuck. God, Glimki is like, now there's a rush of holy shit. The rings are only half. Oh, yeah. He, like standing, looking now around the rest of the room, like, what the fuck? What is the code? I want to start digging through his shit. Like everything. I'm going to dig through absolutely everything. And like, yeah.
Okay.
Under the keyboard, where do people keep
everything?
Their passwords?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. You start looking around. Give me an investigation roll.
I have a +0 and I got an 18.
Nice.
Nice.
You look around, kind of working your way inwards towards his desk, perhaps. I'll say a couple things. First off, you notice that the window leading out, one of the windows looking out on the city, the lock has been broken. Perhaps you're not trying to be a security officer, but you can't help but notice that someone has messed with one of the locks, meaning that window can be opened at any time. You look through the stack of papers. You spend some time perhaps looking at the bar, looking for, under the bar, looking at the various bottles of wine and alcohol. While you're doing this, you don't see anything. There isn't a sticky note under the stack of papers saying left, then right, then left, or whatever. You do see that portrait of Buntar Strigamol that covers the safe. And you push it back into position and you look at it. And you see that the rings on his fingers are present in the photo. His hand is resting on this cane. He looks perhaps a bit uncomfortable in this portrait. And you see that the 3 rings on his hand, on his index finger, there's the silver ring. On his middle finger, there is the copper ring. And on his ring finger, there is the gold ring.
Oh God, I gotta write this down.
But there is nothing that is indicative of a combination or anything that one might need to apply beyond that glimmer of a potential order for the rings.
Which hand is it again?
It is on his right hand, resting on this cane.
There's no significant dates or something that stands out, like.
This is giving escape room.
I would say not really. No, you look through the stack of papers. It is mostly contracts, invoices, inventory, lists of recent hauls from the mine, what's in the storehouse, what's been shipped out recently. Lots of numbers, but none of them seem overly significant.
Oh my God, what do we do?
Brute force it open. It's the only way.
We could ask Franny, but there's a group of men with parasites on their way to kill her.
Parasites. Okay,
One of them is a parasite, man.
Okay, one of them has a parasite.
Yeah, one of them has a parasite. The rest of them have black powder, hopefully.
Only 25% of them have parasites. You can't say a group of men with parasites.
Okay.
Men with parasite, maybe.
You can't have just one tape where... This is how I felt standing in the same
Yeah,
spot
no
last
kidding.
time. Like,
Shit.
what do you do?
Glimki takes the copper ring back
Mhm.
and makes sure to, like, I don't know, put it on a necklace around his neck again or something.
Yep.
And I think he has to go back to the hotel and talk to Buntar.
Okay.
Or seek out his friends or something. He's got to get all the rings.
Yeah. I would say if you want to go back to Speakeasy Artworks, Clay, you probably finish up around the same time. If your plan was to reconvene there.
I think, yeah. I would have nowhere else to go. That would where Glimki would look for sure.
Yeah. So Glimki, you head over to Speakeasy Artworks. We're going to cut back in time slightly. Time's a little wibbly wobbly at the moment. Clay, you are in the middle of crafting the silver ring. When
It's like a Nolan movie.
when Faunalyn
shit.
walks in with a mouse-sized humanoid with these bushy ears and this long brown ponytail and these glasses perched on her shoulder. And the children immediately are distracted from what you're doing and gather around Faunalyn, and the half-orc kid tries to poke Stump and he swats at his finger and says, "No! No!"
Hi, Clay. Meet Stump. Stump, meet Clay.
Hi, Clay.
Hi.
I'm Stump.
Nice to meet you.
We're going to dinner.
You're going to dinner?
Yeah, it's not a date.
Oh.
She just saved my life.
Oh. That's so nice.
Yes, I'm very heroic these days.
Why was your life in danger?
Because some people think I'm rightfully stealing.
Ah, I see. So, you're going to dinner? Where?
Hearthtown. That's where I live.
Cool. Where's Hearthtown?
It's a secret. Reserved for Brigandocs and representatives of the Korak Mining Company in positions of authority, and for friends.
It's 2 hours past the mines.
What the hell?
Pointed that way.
Oh.
Now we're gonna have a bunch of stinky kids in our village. We don't want that.
Okay, so I guess you guys have to head out now to make it in time for dinner.
Yeah, more or less. It's actually really inconvenient that we came to talk to you in the first place. Adds a ton of time to our walk.
No, I really appreciate the heads up, though. I still am still working on the rings.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can't make it to dinner.
Faunalyn, give me a perception roll.
It was a 14. No, 16.
You feel Stump move. And for almost a fraction of a second, it feels like the weight on your shoulder is removed. But then before you can even really process it, it's restored. And he carries on the conversation as normal. Yeah, so anyway, nice to meet you, Clay. Hello, everyone. My name is Stump. Smell you later. We're off to dinner.
I'll smell you all later. And as soon as I'm outside, I go, Stump, what was that?
What was what?
You moved and you became weightless, like your matter ceased to be there.
You noticed that?
I'm very perceptive.
Well, it's not a matter thing. It's a time thing. I just left your shoulder real quick. And he reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a little glass turtle.
Oh my god, you sped and you stole something.
Not so much that I sped, but so much that I kind of slowed down time, except for that right around me. That's what makes us such good miners. I can dig really quick for short periods of time. That's why Korak employs us. All my people can do that.
That's awesome. You know you owe me one, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm buying you dinner.
And you're buying me dinner. That's just courtesy. I'll buy you dinner later.
And I'll introduce you to Snuffle.
Who's Snuffle?
He's the elder.
That's a very distinguished name. Okay, let's go. And while you're at it, tell me about the Feywild.
Well, I don't remember much of it. It feels like it's been a very long time. But between you and me, that shit's crazy.
It's crazy. How so?
You know how this place is like gray and like really ugly?
So ugly.
It's like the opposite of that. It's like there's too much color. It's like the colors are screaming your name at all times.
Ooh.
It's like if you eat a piece of bread there, it might ask you your name. And if you tell it your name, it'll try and steal your soul or something. But here the bread just is bread. Makes for better sandwiches, but also more boring sandwiches.
Yes, I'm sure.
Have you ever been?
No, I've never been to the Feywild.
Pity.
I hope to do much traveling after I've reclaimed my family's seat of power.
I hope to do much traveling after I get the hell out of this place.
Why are you even here? Why don't you just leave? Like, go to a different place in this world?
Well, the elder thinks that if we try and go back somewhere else, we might wind up in a weird place back home. And there's some places you don't want to go.
I see.
Places like with endless night and never-ending winter and big-ass crows that'll chomp your head off.
Oh, lordy. Okay. And while we're walking, I want to go, tell me if you've ever heard of someone like this. And while we're walking, I want to tell him about Franny and everything I've seen of her powers and just be like, does that sound like something you'd see in the Feywild?
Oh, yeah. Big Feywild energy there. Real tricky stuff, huh?
Real tricky stuff.
Yeah, if it were me, would not make a deal with someone like that. Thanks for suggesting it, but probably a bad idea.
How would you get out of a deal with someone like that?
Whew. I don't know. Find a wizard who could send you back in time.
A lot of blast powder.
Yeah. Okay. And Faunalyn just makes chit chat while they walk. She also complains a lot about the distance.
Perfect. And Stump is like, occasionally he like climbs up on top of your head and he grabs your hair and he starts making like whirring noises. He answers your questions. I don't know. It's hard to get a read on him. He's got like kind of these like black rodent eyes and he's an odd fellow. But you walk back through the city towards this gate that you have not seen before, you personally. It is painted blue. It's like there's like this wooden structure around the gate that's painted blue. And there is as many guards as you saw guarding the bridge. There's twice as many at this gate. And I'll say you again had to undergo some questioning and some searching as you crossed over the bridge last time. Perhaps you went over the same bridge and they recognized you. This one, they hold up a hand to stop you, and this just muscular, thick-armed guard says, Evening. Might I ask where you're headed?
Ooh, I'm headed to Hearthstone.
My confused friend means Hearthtown. I'm heading home and bringing her as company.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Papers? And he holds out a hand, and Stump reaches into his pocket and pulls out this tiny little piece of paper and hands it up to him. You'll see that everything is taken into account, sir. I have permission to travel this road back to the mine, and I am just bringing my friend here to home with me. Stump rolls these dice are very hard to read. That has to be a 7, not a natural 1.
Can I help him by being like, yes, we're just going to get dinner, that's all.
Sure. I'll give him advantage, and with that, he rolls a 19.
Hell yeah.
And the guard says, all right, watch your step. There's a shipment coming through. You'll probably run into it within an hour. Don't get in their way, all right?
Shipment of what? What's the shipment?
He looks at you with just like glazed over corporate eyes. That is none of your business. Stay out of the way. Don't cause trouble.
We would never.
No, we would not, my dear fellow. On with you then. And the two of you set off down this road. All right, hey, just between you and me, as a guy who I know you saved my life earlier, so maybe I'm not the one to tell you how to stay out of trouble. You gotta ask less questions. it draws attention to yourself. You already stand twice as tall as everybody here. You gotta. You're so big. Gosh.
Thank you. What is the shipment of?
A ship it's from the mine. It's materials from the mine. Could be gems, could be gold, silver, whatever, really.
Interesting.
We found some mithril the other day. That shit's crazy.
Whoa. Mithril. Fascinating. Okay. Onward.
You carry on down this path for some time. And after about 45 minutes, you hear heavy footsteps in the distance and the sound of rolling wheels. You continue on, and Stump says, actually, could you maybe just step off to the side? We don't want to get in their way.
Okay. Faunalyn hides in a bush.
Well, that's... all right, sure, yeah. All right. Give me a stealth roll.
It's a natural 1, my friend.
Because there's no bushes.
That is a good point. It's hard to find good leafy, shrubby coverage here. Things are tangled and gnarled, and you feel yourself getting caught on the branches as you try and step off the road. And you watch as this armed contingency of guards steps through. There is a wagon being pulled by this just like this heavy ox pulling this wagon down the road. It is an enclosed shipping wagon, if you will, and there are 6 guards walking on either side of it, another couple sitting on top of the wagon, one piloting it and the other holding a heavy crossbow, keeping an eye out. And behind the wagon is this large metal construct, 8 feet tall, with heavy steps. Dum, 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 dum. The guard on the wagon spots you and stands up, draws his crossbow, and says, "What are you doing? Who are you? State your business."
Me? I'm just accompanying my friend to Hearthstown. We got permission to go through. Sorry, I was just trying to get out of your way.
Yeah, is that right? You seem more like a spy, or perhaps a bandit, hiding in the bushes.
What? There are no bushes.
Go on, then.
Have a nice night. Prick.
Dum, dum, dum. You carry on into the night, and you walk for several more hours. At one point, the ash and smoke that fills the air begins to get heavier. It's almost like being in a winter storm. And Stump says, so the mine is just over there, but we're gonna go left. Follow me. And he just like grabs your hair and yanks your head to the side. And you carry on. And at this point, you actually leave this main road and kind of go down like into a more forested area, though the trees are all sickly and gnarled. You walk for a time longer, and you see a ravine of sorts open up in front of you, filled with mushrooms. Some of them are blue, some of them are red with these white dots. Several of them are phosphorescent and just glowing in the evening air. And you can see moving amongst them dozens, if not hundreds more of these little mouse folk. You see one of them open a door and step out of a mushroom and yawn and sniff the air. And you see a couple of little mousy children rolling a little stick and hoop through the streets through between these mushrooms. And you see at the far end, these mushrooms are like, they're big, but like not one of them comes up past like your waist, you know? Like they're big for mushrooms, but they're still small for houses. And you keep going and you see that, yeah, it's just like this mushroomy grove that stands out before you. And Stump says, all right, welcome to Hearthtown. Let's go get some dinner.
You know, it actually is a lot like Ulathorthai out here. We live inside trees, not mushrooms, but we also have glowing mushrooms. So it's actually a lot like my home.
You live in a mushroom, huh?
No, I live in a tree, but we have lots of mushrooms.
I don't understand. Tree's too big. No one needs that much space.
It's called opulence, Stump.
Opulence.
Now take me to your leader.
Right down to business. All right. He escorts you into the town, and there is an immediate reaction amongst the other people in the town. They like look up at you. The children with the stick and the hoop just like stop in their tracks and like mouths open. A heavier one of these creatures with overalls and a bit of a belly looks up at the two of you and says,
"Now stop. What have you done? You brought an outsider into our town."
"Well, you see, Reverend, she saved us, me, from a pickaxe. Because," and he reaches into his pocket and holds up this little blue gem and he flicks it to this other Briganock. "I stole this." And this other Briganock catches it and says,
"Good job, Stump. Keep up the Lord's work."
And you carry on towards, like, through the mushrooms. There's like a crowd gathering behind you, and you see Stump points out this blue, like, oyster stalking mushroom. It's just this large curved mushroom, and he says, "That one, that's where Snuffy lives." And he hops off your shoulder and slides down and runs up to this little wooden door, and he taps at it, tap tap tap, and it swings open, and this hobbled old Briganock with just bushy white eyebrows that almost completely cover his eyes, this long mustache that he trips on at one point. He's got a cane made from a little sapling, and he says,
"Yes, that is it, Stump. Came back. I hope you stole something."
"Yes, Elder Snuffy, I did. I also brought a guest for dinner." And the Elder looks up at you and says, "She's gonna eat us out of house and home." And we're gonna cut away.
Right.
We're gonna cut away to the artworks where Clay and Glimki will say the two of you have convened. Yeah, we'll say you get there around the same time.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going. Did you,
Yeah, I did it. I got it. I got all three.
you figured out the rings?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That's great. We need a code.
Oh, shit.
The rings are just the first part.
Okay, this is why I wanted to somehow get the safe out of there so we had more time to work on it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really did some damage in there. That building is toast. But with all that said, that safe is set in that wall.
Mm-hmm. There's some sort of trap mechanism behind it, I think. I managed to block some of the traps on it.
I feel like we just need to figure out the numbers, and I can go back in. Like, I could stroll, but no one would stop me. I have all three rings right here.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what the code is.
Do you get it from Buntar?
Maybe. I just don't really see how that would be possible. Maybe it won't happen tonight. Maybe it will have to be in the morning. I can keep these three rings secret for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe if I have a window of opportunity, if I could see him use the safe or figure out some kind of important number to him.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have kids? A wife? A birthday? I mean, he's a mortal being. He should have a birthday, right?
Yeah. A 3-digit birthday.
I don't know how the calendar works in this world.
That's true. Me neither.
There's 8 days a week.
Yeah. You're right. By the way, Lady Faunalyn is on a dinner date with the rat man. With the little rat man.
Not a date. It's not a date. He hasn't officially asked me out yet.
I'm going to just trust that is worth it somehow.
I think Callum was trying to find where the little people live, so this is just good.
I see. And have any of you figured out where all that black powder is?
Oh, no. Did you find it? Did you hear anything? We haven't really...
Not yet.
Run into anyone else from Callum's group. I think they're all still in Manus.
Well, maybe that's a tomorrow problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys just need to go try. Because there's no numbers on the dial, right? So it has to be like cardinal directions maybe, or times. Like times on a clock. Yeah, weren't there clocks on the wall in the main lobby?
Were there?
Because it can't be numbers. It's not numeric. I think it has to be like times or cardinal directions.
I could try to talk to Buntar.
Keep the rings with you, at least for now.
I don't know if it's smart. I genuinely doubt. I think that you should hold on to them. Because,
All of them?
yeah, because I think if I go in there and I get the answer, I can come find you and I can make it back to the office before morning. But if I go into that hotel and he gets wise, you're going to have to try get to the safe yourself.
How will I know? Is there any way we can go together and just all hide out somewhere and you send me a signal?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's true, because how else would you get inside? Oh, Clay. Clay.
I don't know what to do.
There's too many things.
The safe is so hard to crack.
Oh.
The guy you replaced, isn't there a previous head of security? Do you think he would know how to get into the safe?
Maybe.
Or would Buntar not have?
I don't know. Maybe. And maybe, maybe there's more to this head of security guy. Why would he help these people with the black powder? I talked to the guy who sold it.
Oh, and what did you find out?
That he's just some guy.
Oh.
But it just doesn't seem like that's the end of it. It seems too convenient. And this security guard is somehow involved with some sting operation. It just seems interesting. I just what time is it now?
It's like evening, like sun is still up, but it's starting to glow red in the sky.
It's like we have 2 more things that we can try before the sun explodes.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
We could track down the ex-security guard and see if he knows anything. Otherwise, I think I have to walk back in the lion's den and get it from Buntar himself.
Is there any way to delay Buntar from going back into his office?
You could murder him. Faunalyn told you her suicide plan.
Yeah. I hear Faunalyn's voice in my head. She mentioned wanting to kill this guy.
Well,
little Faunalyn appears on your shoulder with Cavaliers.
Kill him. Actually, now that you mention it, and Glimki will dig through his pouch and pull out the bag of black leaf. Maybe there is something that can buy us some more time.
Yeah. If we just put him out of commission, do we even need what's in the safe to take down the company?
Clay, I'll be honest, I'm so deep in this. I don't know anymore.
This is all new to me, but I did talk to a bunch of artists today, and it seems like they're all kind of still, there's something going on there, I think.
Okay, so they just need something to show that there is a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can give them that.
But what do we do tonight? Do we go back? Can we go back to the safe and just try stuff, or are you gonna try to get the code out of?
I think I gotta try.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just running back in there with the keys. I don't know. I'll try one. I'll try.
Okay.
What if you get him high or drunk? He might tell you the code.
Well, that's the black leaf. I don't know.
Yeah, finally use this black leaf.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
You have any more of that perfume?
I think you've used the last of it.
That would be nice.
No.
So you take the rings?
I think you should take them. You have you have an easier way of getting back into the office.
Okay, if I go and I don't come back, you need to figure this out.
I'll keep the copper one since you have the real copper ring.
Okay, sure.
And then if it comes to it, I can use it to make another set.
Oh, you can duplicate them again.
Yeah. We'll just
Sure. You know what? That actually sounds foolproof. So keep the copper duplicate. I'll take the silver gold and my copper one. And I'm going to hide them in my ass.
Nice.
I
just don't want this guy to find them. I genuinely am terrified that I'm going to get patted down. They're going to be like, why do you have all these bloody rings? And they're going to fucking flog me. And I'll get flayed.
You don't have to do this. You could just...
No, Clay, you don't understand.
You're in so deep.
No, you don't understand. The things that I have decided were the right thing to do go way beyond anything I have ever done. And I can't stop now because if, God forbid, we call it here, I will never be able to live with myself.
I'm just saying you don't have to get so close to him on their side. Being undercover seems to be stressing you out.
You have no idea, Clay. You have no idea.
But I feel like we're very close. We're very close. The people they're ready for this to happen.
Okay.
And We've made so much progress. I wonder if Callum's made any progress on his end, too.
Yeah, here's hoping.
So, you take the rings, jingling in your ass. Set off. You're going back to the Green Sapphire?
Yes.
Okay. You step in. I need to roll some dice.
God.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, God.
That doesn't sound good.
You head in to the Green Sapphire. Various guards positioned at the stairwells wave at you as you pass. Saluting perhaps is a little more formal. And you are admitted into the penthouse suite, the executive suite on the top floor. You see that a dining table has been brought in, and Buntar is currently seated at it. He is eating dinner. It is just him. There's this plate, and he's got a steamed fish that he is carving into and eating away at. And
A fish.
he
Ba.
gestures to you to sit down, a mouthful of food. Geronimo, sit down.
Yeah, Glimki takes a seat.
Status report. I took a look over earlier. It seems like the patrols have been upped. Thank you. That's good. As for the other things, did you have a chance to interrogate the merchant, the one who stole the blast powder?
Yeah, the bridges are fortified, the gates increased security, the patrols have increased. I spoke to the trader, the man who stole and tried to sell the blast powder. I was convinced that there was some larger conspiracy at hand, perhaps some more people at play, but it just seems like it was a greedy man looking for a way out and some fast cash.
Greed. Such a terrible thing, no?
Yeah, it spoils the soul.
He drops the fork. It rattles on the plate. His eyes roll back into his head, and water starts pouring out of his mouth.
What?
His head snaps to look at you.
Oh, no.
And you hear the voice of Fishhead Franny.
Oh, shit.
Send little sharks after me, will you? Thank you for the blast powder, dear. You'll be seeing it real soon.
You hear screaming of 4 voices emanating from Buntar's mouth. And then the sound of a knife slicing through the air, and they are silenced.
No, Fat Sal.
At least the tapeworm will die too.
Buntar collapses to the ground and rubs at his head. What happened? What was that?
I think Glimki's just like in a state of shock.
As you look down at this man who is kind of your boss at this point, we're going to cut one last time to Faunalyn. You are seated on a wooden platform on the outskirts of town. There are tiny tables for foot-tall creatures all over this platform, and there is a feast. There is a giant cauldron, which is the size of a normal pot, that a little stew is cooking in. There are stacks of cheese sandwiches, and children keep running up and like offering you little Barbie food-sized handfuls, and like, do you take them?
Of course.
Do you eat them?
Do they look like food?
They look like food. They look like miniature food.
Yeah, I eat them. I've been walking for like 10 times longer than I've ever walked in my life.
Yeah, they are delighted. One of the children's like, she can eat so much! And Stump's like, I know. She's a bottomless pit.
Yes, I'm gigantic. I'm ginormous. I'm saving the whales one bite at a time.
What's a whale?
You're looking at one.
I like whales.
Aw.
As you are eating, Elder Snuffy on doddering legs walks up to you and pokes at you with his stick. Says, yeah, what? Thank you for saving Stump. He's a good egg. He's gonna get us home. He's doing a lot.
Yes, of course. Happy to. If you don't mind, I was going to ask you, but you know what? And Faunalyn stands up and like brushes off her shabby outfit, and she's just gonna stand on this seat that they've put her on and go, "Ahem!" And she's gonna take whatever cup they've given her and clink whatever cutlery she has against it. Thank you. Yes, thank you all for your attention. As you all know, today I rescued your precious Stump from some ne'er-do-wells.
Hey, Stump!
Yes.
We love Stump! Yeah!
Yes. Now, what you may not know is that I am part of a group of rebels called the Edda Gang. And what we seek to do is we seek to root out the corruption on this island so that its inhabitants may live safely, healthily, and happily. In other words, you can keep digging, but only if you want to. Everything you find in the mines would be yours.
The crowd starts screaming. And at first you think it is at whatever bold offer you have just made. But then you smell something.
Oh no.
Wafting through the trees. Something heavy and foul. You hear branches breaking, entire trees cracking, heavy footsteps. Dum, dum, and a snuffling noise. You look through the trees and you see a bear, large and swollen. It's got these pustules and boils growing off of it.
Ew.
These bony protrusions sticking out of its mouth and head and skull. These claws are each 8 inches long, just this massive creature walking towards the celebration. It rears back on 2 legs and roars a terrible roar. And that's where we'll stop tonight's episode of Bard Soup.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even get to finish my speech.
Thank you so much for listening to Chapter 32 of Bard Soup. Fun fact, there was a 67% chance that Glimki's plan would succeed. I rolled a D100, and on a 1 to 33, Franny would figure out what was happening and stop him. And I rolled a 33. Very unlucky. With that in mind, I have been your bearer of misfortune, Dungeon Master Zach Meikle, joined by Prima Zhao as Clay Campbell, Jordan Johnsen as Glimki Treefellow, and Shannon Meikle as Faunalyn Vaydark. If you're enjoying the show, consider leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And while you're at it, follow us at Bard_Soup on Instagram and TikTok. We will be back in 2 weeks' time with Chapter 33. So in the meantime, stay warm. It's winter now, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.